sports fans, and welcome to another edition of NDV Media's Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday Morning Quarterbacks on Saturday. Today is January 14th, 2023. Good morning, and of course, good morning. As you know, I'm the Scorekeeper, and the Monday Morning Quarterbacks are live on Saturday morning. No one is safe while we troll the digital airwaves, and join us as we discuss the latest news in the world of sports and review the events of the past week. No fantasy sports here. We keep it real. No playing. We keep it real. And do you need to remember, we kill brain cells. Yeah, we pretty much are the purveyors of the zombie apocalypse. You have been warned. We are repetitive and redundant, and we have no peers. Yeah, that's pretty much right on. We are the internet's ongoing traffic wreck. No need to get on the freeway. No need to take a ride. Just stay with us, and you'll enjoy the traffic wreck and be the gawker that you are, your internal gawker, your voyeur. Hell, we carry more water for sports than the pens can handle. So good morning. As I mentioned earlier, I'm the Scorekeeper, and thank you for joining us. I am, I apologize, technical difficulties running late, and we're getting it going. So once again, thank you for joining. The weather out here is frightful. It's 49 degrees. It's going to get to a high of 54 with an overnight low of 50. There's a small craft advisory, go figure. And we are predicting rain as early as 8 a.m., more than likely by 9. As you check the radar, it's coming in. So it looks like it's going to be raining for the rest of the day. I'll have to verify that. We shall check and see. Want to give a quick shout out. Good morning to the young lady from across the pond. I am having what we in the Latin world call a licuado, Aisha. It is milk with a full banana, and it is a little bit of chocolate, and as in chocolate powder, and something else is missing. I don't know. Oh, a raw egg. Yes, a raw egg. So good morning. And Frazier, Mr. Murray, thank you. Thank you for the like this early in the morning. So yes, this is my other persona. Same cap though, but other persona. I'm not wearing my Yankee jersey because it's a bit cold out. It has been raining significantly over the last beginning of the year. And it has been something, but it has rained. It has been cold, but where I'm at, kind of a little bit on higher ground. Not that I'm a elitist pig, but I guess I am an elitist pig because I am on higher ground. But what's funny is my garage, my studio, where I'm at, I've got to climb up. I don't know, maybe 6-7 feet to get to the house. So I am not an elitist right now, but it is what it is. And hey, I'm very fortunate considering what is going on, not 30, 40, 50 miles away from here. So my thoughts are with friends and family who have had to endure it, and everyone else. Look, having to evacuate and losing your home, it's absolutely horrible. And I would be on alert. As a matter of fact, I would be. But due to the fact that I've not been feeling well, and I actually had the x-rays for my ankle, my heel. So we're going to find out what's going to happen. I haven't been able to walk for some time now. So it's really fortunate. And yes, people want to know, there's my cane. Yep, that's what I'm using. So usually after about 15 minutes, the ankle, or the bone, I feel the bone pressing down on the lower portion of my heel. Oh, just absolutely horrid. So is that hot or cold? It's cold. I don't think I've ever really had it warm, but the milk itself makes it cold. And I was having this on the Friday morning program, as a matter of fact, where I was interviewing these wonderful souls from Perth, Australia on Friday. It was Friday, morning for us, evening for them. And I had the same thing. So I'm losing weight. That's the one good thing. So the head is getting smaller. It's not bad. It's actually good. But the foam was up on top, so I'm not so certain I like the foam, though. It's a malt, for lack of a better word, and it does for breakfast. And it works. I'm really fortunate that it works. So it's all good in the hood. Oh my goodness, that looks disgusting with that beard. Oh, I'm an old man. Sorry. Good morning, Tony. How you doing? And thank you, Tony, for stopping in on yesterday's program to give us a like there, pal. Do appreciate that. And it's very much appreciated when the family spends time with us. So it's really good. Good morning, Big Dog, Mr. Gama. Hello. Hello. I don't know why I did that. I think it's because I still have a voice right now. So I'm going to put the link in our sports chat. Oh, but I'm in the Facebook business page. Oh, sorry. Can't do that. So, ugh. I apologize, folks. I haven't been feeling well for some time, and it's starting to feel it. So let me see. We shall see. I'm putting the link in the Sports Talk with the Guys chat on Facebook. I'm going to head over to the NDB Media host page, which I believe I've already put it. I placed the link. Yes. No, I did not. I did not put this one in for today. So let me go ahead. This is for the 14th. I really thought I did. So Sports Talk with the Guys, StreamYard link. We'll do that right now. And there it is. As I mentioned, I am running late. We had some technical difficulties, meaning, there he is. Good morning, Big Dog. I was on another screen. So.
Hola, señor. ¿Cómo estás?
How are you?
Actually, I'm
Aren't you
doing
making
well.
fun of me? Aren't you making fun of me?
Oh, I don't have to make fun of you. You do that yourself.
No.
Anyways, I'm doing okay. I had jury duty. I called in all week, and of course on Thursday night they say, "Oh, report to the courthouse on Friday." I'm like, "Shit!" All week long. God damn it! So I go, and I got picked for a case, and I have to go back Wednesday. One of the jury finalists of, I guess, one of the 24 or whatever, and then they'll whittle it down to see if I go, if I actually get onto the jury. It's a murder case.
Sorry about that. Wow. Oh, sorry.
A stepdad. Scorekeeper left. You okay?
Yeah, I'm actually seeing stars right now. Wow. Sorry, folks. I had to steal the Big Dog's thunder right now. He was telling a good story, and of course, I had to throw. Oh, there he goes. He's too. There he is. He's the same thing. Oh, I had the urge to want to expel that which was accepted by me a short while ago. Ugh. So you're in a murder case, huh?
Yeah. Well, if I get on it, yeah. It'll be, they said, about a 3-week trial. It's a murder case. It's a stepfather accused of killing his stepson.
Wow, I never had a case like that. I think the most I ever had was, I think I mentioned to you, was in 2003 or 2004, and it was, I suppose it was a domestic assault case. And I remember what caught everyone's attention, the jury pool, was, and there is a 911 call, and you will hear the 911 call.
Yeah.
I remember everyone leaned forward. They're like, oh, really? So, but we heard the 911 call. I still remember it. It's absolutely horrid. And it turns out that there was some drugs involved, possible pimp, possible drug dealer, and the woman that he assaulted. I guess he thought that, well, she sold drugs for him, and, well, I guess, you can do other stuff. She resisted, and yeah, you can hear a lot of it on 911 call. It was absolutely horrible. And yeah, me no likey. So we shall see. So, well, hopefully, Big Dog, you're gonna get paid $5 a day. So good for you.
Oh, I had forgotten all about that.
Yeah, I don't think the pay for jury duty has gone up. So I know I didn't get paid when I was on jury duty.
Actually, I think it did go because I remember her talking about it in the jury, the waiting room, before you get picked. That if you do get picked, I could have swore she said it was $15 a day.
Oh,
and
yeah.
33 cents a mile.
That is
for starting on the second day.
That is most likely correct, Big Dog. That does sound familiar. I don't know if the rates are different via the county, but the $15 per day, yeah, I think that's standard in LA County as well. I remembered $5 because I've been doing this forever. But yeah, it sounds about right. $15. So yeah. So hey, well, there it is, folks. We're going, and thank you, everyone. Aisha and Tony, you guys are going back and forth. We're trying. Oh, I don't think I posted this one. Murder case. Just don't go and do a Jessica, okay? So that is good. Now, is Damas going to join us today? And what about Almighty? Would the old guy join us? I don't know. Speedy, I figure, will be joining us. At times, he is a tad. I'm not going to say late, but he makes his intro. Sorry, Big Dog. What?
No.
Oh, I thought you said something.
I did.
Yeah.
I said flaky.
Oh, Speedy, flaky. Does that rhyme? Ooh, is there some symmetry there? Speedy, flaky. I'll have to work on this. See if I have to come up with an accent for that one. But are you already enduring more rain this morning there, Big Dog, where you're at?
No, not at all. Haven't heard a drop yet.
No, nor have I.
You're at?
No.
Oh, okay.
It looks like, and if you look at the reports, some people are saying it's as early as 8 a.m., and others are actually putting it about 9:15, 9:30.
Let's see what the weather app. Let's see what my Apple phone says.
Aw.
It says
Big Dog has an Apple phone.
It says, yeah, everybody does. It says 10 o'clock is 40%, 11 is 60, 12 o'clock is 70%, and then 1 o'clock on, it's 80%. Some cloudy till 10.
So over by Big Dog, he's going to be getting a lot of water as early as 10 a.m., so good for him. So hopefully he doesn't get flooded out. But actually, Big Dog's on the high ground. Oh, no, he's not. Both Big Dog and I are, at this exact moment, we are not in high ground status. But even though where Big Dog is overall, he's way above the river line. So he okay, huh, Big Dog?
I'm in the city. Now that we're river and flooding, that shit don't matter to me.
Well, that's reassuring, Big Dog. I'm glad that you don't have to endure such fears. I'm
Not
annoyed by this mustache this morning.
Why? What's wrong with it?
It's leaving my breakfast. Or it's catching all my breakfast, and it's like
so
dribbling.
Do you need a trim?
Well, on Friday, when I used the line Star Trek porn, I guess it doesn't matter if I say I need a trim or not now. So,
see, it's in how you hear what I say. I said, do you need a trim, or do you need some trim? That's two different things.
Knowing that I met this man in
April, my
vulgarity, lady. Was it May or April of 1988? I think it was May, wasn't it? Yeah, it was May of 1988. Yeah.
When you walked in, who the hell is this guy?
Actually, I don't think that story has changed. It's always been who the hell is this
guy?
Yeah. It is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, back in 1919, John McGraw, Charles A. Stoneham, and Judge McQuaid by the New York Giants. Wow, that's crazy. Back in 1927, the Toronto Maple Leafs. First hat trick. Hap Day versus the New York Rangers. I guess Hap had a day with the hat trick versus the Rangers. I know, that was lame. Back in 1940, Major League Baseball Commissioner Kennesaw Mountain Landis gives free agency to 91 Detroit Tigers minor league players. And we will have news on at least in the world of baseball. Actually, we'll be touching on it shortly, but the robo-umps, They're not far. They're not far from coming in. The key part of the story, which I'll be talking to you about, is that all AAA Major League Baseball teams in 2023 will have the robo umps installed. And while they work the system out, or I guess I'm already talking about the story, there will be 3
umpires.
I guess I'm the one having technical difficulties now.
I was about to say, well, you said 3 and you didn't know what to say. I said umpires.
Oh, no, I was about to say.
You froze at that point.
I was about, it was the image here. And I'm having internet issues, and I apologize. That's why the program started late. 3 challenges. But the way it works is you can have an unlimited number of challenges if they're all correct. So we shall see. The robo ump will be making its debut in Major League Baseball.
But if it's a robot, how is it able to make a mistake? You can challenge it.
Well,
isn't that it's like an oxymoron type of situation?
Well, here's the thing, Big Dog. And I don't know if you've been in the conversation, so I apologize. This is not the entire argument, and I don't have all the answers to it, but I do know that the reason why it's being tested, and that's not directly against you.
Because of Angel Hernandez.
We're done. Hey, sports talk with the guys. Geez, that's not much of a reach on that one, sir. There are videos, folks, on the outstanding calls of Angel Hernandez. It's absolutely crazy. There's at least 3 different videos on Angel Hernandez and his wonderful ball or strike calls. But the reason why they're going to have it is, through the testing phase, we already know that there are issues that at times the signal may not come through. So as we understand it, or at least as early as our last conversation, or as lately of our last conversation, I have to make sure I get that right. It's okay, Sister Pauline Therese. Rest. Don't worry about it. The signal does not always come through. So I understand there still will be an umpire back there in the event the signal does not come through. So we're going to see how it's actually going to work. Because the Major League Baseball players, as I understand it, are going to have certain markers on their bodies, as well as the ball is going to have a marker on there, home plate, and then you have all the different cameras.
I have the perfect scenario for the first game that they're going to try that.
Dude, the guy's got to crouch down.
No.
Go ahead.
You say they're going to have, on them, some sort of markers. It's electronic.
Yes.
So the very first team that does this should be the Astros affiliate.
Yeah, that's pretty good, Big Dog. It is damn good. Back in 1964, the 14th NBA All-Star Game, the Boston Garden, East beats West, 111-107. The MVP was Oscar Robertson of the Cincinnati Royals. I believe he was a point guard at that time. And my final look at history, back in 1968, in Super Bowl II, Miami Orange Bowl, Miami. I know I messed it up. Miami, Florida. Green Bay Packers beat the Oakland Raiders 33-14. The MVP was Bart Starr of Green Bay, of course, their quarterback. Wow, really cool stuff. But yeah, that's a quick look at history. Up in the calendar, folks, we are now entering the NFL playoffs, and we'll get to that in a little bit. On February 1st.
That's right,
I'm sorry.
champ.
Even I think it's a bit colored, though. But I appreciate that, Big Dog. But I don't know. I'm sure I'm going to hear it from Gridiron Girl. She's going to call me half a winner.
One game.
Not even that.
4 people.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. One game did, yes.
No, one game separated you and Gig. And half a game separated you and Gig, and half a game separated myself and Tony.
Oh, and we have our first analysts. The Dolphins and Ravens who enter the weekend without Tua Tagovailoa and Lamar Jordan, respectively. The Pick 6 weeks show how devastating both injuries are to the playoff hopes of these teams. Nobody is picking either Miami or Baltimore to win, and this is probably the end of the road for them. I would most likely agree with that. But we will be able to get to our picks. Since we're doing the playoff picks, we will start traditionally at 7 a.m. Pacific time in less than 35 minutes or so. Sorry, Big Dog.
And I made that post last night. I don't know if you saw it or not. I tagged
I
you
did see that this morning. Thank you. I did. I was all warmed up.
Woohoo!
Today in history, the Miami Dolphins win Super Bowl VII to cap the NFL's only perfect season back in 1973. That's crazy. They went 17-0. So nowadays it's 17-0 just for the regular season. So it gets tougher and tougher. But hey, it is what it is.
And only one team has done it since, which was the Patriots, but then they lost the Super Bowl. So they did not have their perfect season.
I remember that.
And the Dolphins were able to cork that champagne, but it took them all the way to the Super Bowl to do it. Because every year, the remaining living members get together as soon as everyone has lost at least one game. And they go and they pop a bottle of Dom.
Wow. No, that is cool. That is cool. Did not know that one, Big Dog. Thank you for enlightening me on that. I'll get to the other prediction in just a moment. Aisha, yes, thank you for that. What was I going to tell you right now? I did mention we're going to have the playoff picks starting at about 7 a.m. Pacific time, so we will get to that. Very quickly in a look at golf. We do have the leaderboards. The Sony Open is in Hawaii, Honolulu, Hawaii, January 12th to the 15th, this holiday weekend. Right now, Chris Kirk is by one stroke, 129. He's minus 11. Taylor Montgomery, J.J. Spawn are at minus 10 and 130. And then we have a few at 131. Hayden Buckley, David Lipsky, minus 9 and 131. I believe the illustrious women as well. Oh, I'm so sorry, folks. I got the wrong link for that one. The PGA and PGA twice. I am so sorry. For the tournaments for the women right now, we have they're not playing at the moment. The next tournament for the LPGA will be the Hilton Grand Vacations Tournament of Champions in Orlando, Florida, January 19th to the 22nd. And then we have the Honda LPGA Thailand, February 23rd through the 26th. And then HSBC Women's World Championship, March 2nd through the 5th. And then they really get going in March. So we'll go take a look. I understand NASCAR will be opening up in early February. So we'll take a quick look at the schedule just so that you have an update. On February 5th, they're doing it again, folks. Obviously, it was pretty big. The Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum opens Sunday, February 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. And then
you gonna go?
I don't know. It's Sunday night. That would be doable because that's already one of my busy. Actually, that's probably my second busiest, if not my busiest weekend. That might be a nice way to get away. We'll see. I know there's still a chance to get tickets. Actual opening day will be February 16th, Valentine's week. It will be the Blue Green Vacations Duel 1 at Daytona on February 16th. Of course, the race itself, the Daytona 500, is on February 19th. So that is generally opening day for NASCAR. So good stuff. We will put it on our calendar and keep you up to date on that stuff. So it's good. I want to give everyone a reminder that the Hall of Fame ballots have gone out. If you have not received your Hall of Fame ballot, please let me know, and we will go ahead and email it to you either during the program or shortly thereafter. The Hall of Fame ballots are due Thursday, January 19th at 5 p.m. Pacific time or local time. And then we will announce Sports Talk with the Guys Hall of Fame ballot on the 21st. So just want to give you a quick up on that. I did mention on February 4th, the NHL All-Star Game will be in Colorado. The NFL Pro Bowl game, actually, I don't think they're going to have it. Was scheduled for the 5th. I heard that. I thought we talked about that they got rid of the Pro Bowl.
No, they put it there. This is the last year that it's there, and I believe it's in Hawaii.
Oh, so this is the last year. Okay.
I believe so, yeah. And then they're going to switch it back to after the Super Bowl.
On February 12th, of course, we have the NFL Super Bowl. On February 18th, which I'm sure the Big Dog will enlighten us shortly, the Mount Rushmore of NBA will make its debut. And, of course, on the 19th, the 71st NBA All-Star Game is at Salt Lake City. So that's a quick look over the next month and a half or so of what is on the sports calendar. There are a few other items, but those are all the ones of import.
Well, you forgot in February, isn't it in February catchers and pitchers start to report?
Yes, and I appreciate that. Somewhere around the second week to the end of the second week. Yeah. It's already announced. It's on calendar, so I just don't have that date right now. But pitchers and catchers will report. And then you have, of course, the normal
grunts.
Yeah. I guess the normal whatever you want to call spring training. Very late February and then everything in March. Major League Baseball opening day is scheduled for Thursday, March 31st. So, yeah. Actually, there's quite a bit of stuff going on already in March. It's crazy. So
you going to the game?
No, but I will be off on March 31st. It's already booked. Everything, everywhere. I take that day off, opening day.
Yes, so, for decades now.
Yeah, it has been. So there was I'm sorry, folks. There was another item I had to add to that, but we'll see. Aisha's second part is on the other end, we have two really fascinating games in particular. The Chargers travel to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars, and the Giants head to Minnesota. This is a case of there being two better teams on paper in Los Angeles and Minnesota, but both have major problems. The Chargers have been underachievers based on the ludicrous talent on their roster. Ludicrous talent, ludicrous speed. And an away game in Duval is going to be tough against the Jags, who are hot as hell. Meanwhile, the Vikings are a question. So I thank you, Aisha. Really good stuff. Yeah, it's not going to take us very long to go through this because the playoffs have begun. So it's going to be good. I think there was something about Major League Baseball. Big Dog tickled my id, and I don't know. There was something that I was going to add, but it was a fleeting moment, and it just took off. That little bird, that little mother is gone. I see it flying away. I see the bird, but it's gone.
Was it a signing? Do you think? I'll try and refresh your memory.
Actually, I already talked briefly about the robo
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was a signing.
Was it a signing? Let's see.
No. I think
Bauer?
it was. It was going back a little bit. A cheater, karma, came back at him. I mean, the amount of money he's still going to get is absolutely ridiculous. But the Minnesota Twins kept their boy. Yes, the World Baseball Cup. Thank you, Tony. Yes. And I do not have that one, but pitchers and catchers will report Monday, February 13th. Thank you for the World Baseball Cup. The World Baseball Cup actually begins on March 8th. So thank you for that, Tony. You are so right on. And as we get, look, this is January, folks. Okay, those are all my notes for January. This is March already on all the sporting event stuff that we have. So, and the World Baseball calendar is on there. Thank you, Tony. And again, if you didn't hear it, Tony, thank you for the shout out for stopping in and visiting with us on Friday's program. It's really cool. We also shout out to the big dog, Tony Konopka, Aisha Kerr, and Fraser Murray. Once again, Fraser, thank you for stopping in with us today, who was a guest on yesterday's program. So that's kind of cool. It's about 10:35 p.m. in Western Australia right now. Wow, that's crazy on a Saturday night. That's kind of cool, kind of neat.
Summertime there.
Yes. They were talking about the weather. It's well over 100. And it gets pretty damn warm out there. And tiny bit of trivia, Perth is the largest city in the world that is the most furthest from anyone else. It's ridiculous when you think on how to get to Perth. It's like over 1,000 miles away to the next major city, if not more. They're the most, I can't think of the word right now. Not separated, but secluded. Ooh, there's a word there, big dog. I mean, you even got a salute on that one, man. Secluded. I'm even going to finish my breakfast. No, I'm not. I'm going to have a slurp of my breakfast.
You eating oatmeal?
Close. It's a malt in the Latin world, big dog. I don't know if you had these because you came from a well-to-do family. I'm a working class family.
Please.
And well-to-do.
One made furniture, and my mother worked in a what do you call it? Never mind. Anyways,
well-to-do, and my grandmother would prepare these, what we would say in Spanish, a licuado, which is basically a malt. But a licuado is, when you look at the root word, it's liquid drink. It's actually very difficult to translate into English, but it's not a liqueur.
You did just fine.
So it is, and there's so many variations to it, but in the basic, it is 2 cups of milk. If you want to add flavor, powdered chocolate like Nestle Quick or whatever, strawberry or milk chocolate, whichever one. I prefer the milk chocolate drink, and a full banana and a raw egg. Now, some people are actually disgusted by the raw egg, which kind of surprises me.
That kind of sounds like ponche. But
see, now there's another name for it.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. If that's what you were thinking. I guess it depends on where your parents grew up in Mexico.
Once again, well-to-do, but what do I know? See, we're working.
Well, that's
class.
why yours is licuada, which sounds fancy, and mine is ponche. Whatever. Potato.
I'm sure it is, but
Tomato.
it's a thick malt, and because of this, I'm having 2 a day now. My weight acceleration. This is not unlike what my mother was taking when she was using. Remember back in the 80s or 90s? Oh, wow, Tony, I'm so sorry. I should have asked. And Aisha, the invite is to you as well. I am so sorry. I apologize. Yes, you don't have to ask. Well, I guess he had to ask. There you go, Tony. Hell yeah, please join us. Well, hell yeah. Let me see if I can get you a link there, Tony. Have I sent you a message? Yes, I have. So there it is. I'm going to send it to you via Facebook, Tony.
It should be in the PM because you always do it in the PMs.
And I think you did, Dog. And I did it short while
I added him a long time ago. Every one of our regulars is on the PM.
And I noticed
except for Double D.
And I noticed that there's a lot of commentary there throughout the week, which is really kind of cool. It's an extension of the program. Aisha is a voracious commenter on that one. She's funny.
Almighty and
Almighty,
Engineer
yes.
are the 2 top guys. Or the 2
Who's
top
that?
people.
Almighty and who?
Almighty and Engineer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right.
They're usually commenting like crazy.
Yeah, Jay. Yeah, it's really cool how the family has extended a little bit like that. So, Tony, I did send it to you. I'm so sorry that I did not ask earlier. It says, I'm not working today. I can stop in for a little before I meet up with my daughter. Just making breakfast so I don't have a case of the Speedy Rumble. Oh, my goodness. That's funny. Aisha says Max Reed will have a salary set through arbitration for the second straight season after he and the Atlanta Braves failed to reach an agreement before Friday's deadline to exchange as a file and trial team. The Braves will no longer negotiate a one-year deal with Freed, but could still discuss a multi-year deal. Thank you for that, Aisha. And as I mentioned earlier, when I did get sidetracked, Carlos Correa did not sign with the A-holes, did not sign first time around with Minnesota, did not sign with the Giants, did not sign with the Cohen Mets. He returned to Minnesota after his 1 year out, and he signed a still rather large contract, a $200 million deal, which will pay him in excess of 30-some million, but it can get up to 70 additional million through an extension. So it's basically either a 6 or 8 year deal, and it's $200 million.
It's ironic that it's a $200 million deal, and we're saying, oh, it was a smaller contract.
It's very ironic, Big Dog. When we look at the money that was thrown at him, it was crazy. Oh, and good morning, Coffee! What a disgusting contract. That's exactly what Big Dog just said. Korea makes no difference to the Twins. They're going to lose 95 games with or without him. Coffee, you are brutally rough and brutally honest at times. Well, no, I take it back.
They'll lose those 95 games, but now they'll do it with flair.
With flair. I just saw that movie again this week, folks. Office Space. When I saw that movie in the early 2000s, right after that movie, holy mother, Office Space is spot on. I had that moment on the TPS reports where Mr. Livingston gets nailed by everyone on management because he missed the cover sheet. My God, he got called by 8 different guys. I was called by, I think, 3 or 4 people all the way up. And I was dying laughing. I'm like, what the hell, man? I already fixed it. It's done. But, everyone rode me on that one. So when I saw the movie Office Space and that PC load letter line, oh, my God. It was Office Space is a creature of its time, but boy, did it capture the bureaucratic Office Space. Really good stuff, and I saw it this week. So, sorry about that. But the Minnesota Twins did. Oh, here we go. Major League Baseball TV is such a saver. When I want to watch good baseball, I actually do it because none will be played in Minnesota this year. I love Office Space. Just give the poor guy back his stapler. Yes. Now, a tiny bit of trivia. They asked Swingline for a red stapler. Swingline only made black staplers. So they painted the stapler red. Well, it got to the point that Swingline was mobbed with purchase requests for red staplers that Swingline then introduced multiple color lines. It's kind of cool. So is that life imitating art or art imitating life? It's kind of cool. So that Swingline red stapler was able to be purchased. I don't know if it's still for sale, but it's a fun movie, man. It's actually a fun movie. So I do apologize. But anyway, Mr. Correa has his deal, and it's done. We do have Alonso and the Mets avoided arbitration. They signed a $14.5 million deal. Soto and the Padres avoid arbitration. They signed a $23 million deal. And Hader gets a relief pitcher record at $14.1 million. So those are the most up-to-date arbitration ones. Maybe we can go over the arbitration figures shortly, but we're going to get ready for the NFL picks shortly. Aisha did have a follow-up. Freed won his arbitration case and was ordered, and I did not have that. $6.85 million salary. He's coming off another banner season where he posted a 2.48 ERA and a white noise while throwing a career high 185.1 innings. He put up a white noise in 2022 and has produced white noise dating back to 2020. Major League Baseball trade rumors project him for a big raise to $12.2 million for the 2023 season. Folks, there are some numbers that I'm not going to acknowledge because it's just baseball was ridiculously, I know people may not think this, but up until the statistical era of the last few years, it was very easy to figure out the statistics, every measure, everything. But these new WAR figures, these new FIP figures, and FIP plus, ERA plus, you need a Cray supercomputer to figure out these numbers. And, let some other bozos do that. I don't have time. Big Dog.
She was saying, or where she's doing this. So, was it a banner season with a 2.48 ERA?
Yeah, those are good numbers. If for a starter, those are damn good. For a reliever, those are good numbers. So a banner season, written by a Braves fan.
Now, my question is, it says that he won his arbitration case of $6.85 million, but she's saying he's going to get a big raise to $12.2 in 2023. We're in 2023 this season. Does she mean 2024 season?
It could be that, or that they may still be in negotiations. So.
So even though you go to arbitration and you win, you can still negotiate? I thought the contract would have been done.
Oh, yeah. The major league team can say, that's it, we're done. You're 100% right. But can they still? Yeah, they can.
Oh, okay.
But I think that is a mistake. The 2023 season. I overall think it is a mistake. You did catch it, Big Dog.
Okie dokie.
Written by Braves fan. So, hey, it is what it is. So, Max won his case last year. He will go again to arbitration this year. So, yeah.
Look at that one.
Oh, sorry. You see, while you talk about things, I go looking for news about those things so I can look clever. Yeah. So, thank you for that, Coffee. Good stuff once again. Coffee did say earlier, 99% of baseball stats are as ridiculous as Korea's contract. Or his contact. I don't know which one it is.
Well, he then corrected himself on the very next one.
Oh, he did say contract. ERA, whip, on base, slugging, average, those are still numbers. Folks, here's how you know, and Coffee's going to be all over this one, but here's how you know you have a sports fan who has to write or say something about their person. When they don't use average, ERA, whip, and slugging, and they have to rely on WAR and all these others, the player had a shitty year. Because if they're not talking about their usual brutal metrics, they have nothing to say. And they have to cover it up by using these other saber metrics. Folks, it doesn't hurt to use the same numbers. But when they're trying to justify a guy that hits 191, and they always refer to the WAR or their FIP or whatever. So just think about that. Why don't you use the regular numbers? They're trying to be avant-garde, I suppose. But as far as Major League Baseball for arbitration, you have prior to Friday, the biggest 1 year or the 10 biggest 1 year contracts ever given to arbitration eligible players looked like Shohei Ohtani, $30 million in 2023, Mookie Betts, $27 million in 2020, Nolan Arenado, $26 million in 2019, Josh Donaldson, $23 million, Bryce Harper, $21.625 million in 2018, respectively, both. Francisco Lindor, $21.3 in 2021, Mookie Betts, $20 million in 2019, David Price, where are you, David? $19.75 million in 2015, Aaron Judge, $19 million in 2022, and Anthony Rendon, $18.8 million in 2019. So
Shohei's the number one guy. Excuse me, Shohei's the number one guy of all time right now, huh?
now these are the biggest one-year contracts given. These are not our yes, Big Dog. These are not our. This is related to arbitration. These are those that were in arbitration years. So yes, I just want to make that up. Coffee says WAR, which is wins above replacement, is made up bullshit. Beep! There is no set way to come up with that number. Every site uses their own calculations. Nobody should ever use WAR for anything. I'm getting emotional. I'm getting very emotional. Yeah. So, right now, the 33 players that have exchanged figures with their clubs are broken down, and both the player and team's field salaries are as such. Hunter Renfroe, 11.9, Angels 11.25. Gio Urshela, 10 million, Angels 8.4. Luis Rengifo, I don't know how the hell to pronounce that, 2.3 million, Angels 2 million. For the A-holes, Kyle Tucker 7.5, A-holes 5. Christian Javier 3.5, A-holes 3. Bo Bichette 7.5, Blue Jays 5. Max Fried, here it is, 15 million, Braves 13.5. So I apologize, folks. Well, no, forget the Max Fried one. Corbin Burns, 10.75. Brewers, 10.01 million. Ryan Hensley, 3 million. Cardinals, 2.15. Genesis Cabrera, 1.15. Cardinals, 950. Jose Rojas, 2.9. D-backs, 2.575. Tony Gonsolin of the Dodgers wants 3.4. Dodgers offering 3. Juan Berti, 2.3. Miami, 1.9. Jesus Luzardo, 2.45. Miami, 2.1. Teoscar Hernandez, 16 million. Mariners, 14. Diego Castillo, 3.225 million. Mariners, 2.95. Dylan Moore, 2.25. And Mariners, 1.9. Jeff McNeil, 7.75. The Mets, 6.25. Victor Robles, 2.6. Nationals, 2.3. Folks, what the hell are they talking about on that one? Split that shit. That's the easiest one.
But the bulk of what you just mentioned, though, all the guys that were under $5 million, they're only off by a couple of $100,000 each one of them.
Yeah.
But I guess when you're looking at $500,000 is, a good chunk of your salary for the year.
Yeah, it is. It goes on. Austin Both, 2 million. Orioles, 1.7. Folks, that's 300,000. Split that shit. 1.5. 150,000. Most of these, as Big Dog implied, and I stopped on, those are wasted. Those are so close, they're going to be settled. It's not even worth fighting over them. Jose Alvarado, 3.7 million. Phillies, 3.2. Again, that's 500,000, folks. Split it, 250. Both the team and the players are so close. Come on. Sir Anthony Dominguez, 2.9. Phillies, 2.1. G-Man Choi, 5.4. Pirates, 4.65. Yandy Diaz, these are all the Rays now, the next 8 of them. Yandy Diaz, 6.3. Rays, 5.55. Jeffrey Springs, 3.55. Rays, 2.7. Harold Ramirez, 2.2. 1.9. Colin Poach, 1.3. Rays, 1.175. Come on. Peter Fairbanks, 1.9. Rays, 1.5. Ryan Thompson, 1.2. 1 million. Come on, folks. That's 100,000. Don't be stupid. And they will be settled. Jason Adam, 1.775. Rays, 1.55. That's close. I only have 3 more. Brady Singer, 3.325. Royals, 2.95. As Big Dog said earlier, and I'm reemphasizing, settle it. They're way too close. Luis Arraez, 6.1, Twins 5. And Gleyber Torres, this one will be settled. 10.2 million, Yankees 9.7. Not even close. That one will be settled. So
There's 500,000.
that's a quick look at the arbitration eligible ones. Wait a second. The Brewers are within 700,000 of Burns. Yeah. Why be so petty? Dude, it is. Now, I
See,
do
but
want.
now, I'm sorry for interrupting
No,
you,
go.
but you saying why be so petty? And on the Brewers side, that's what they're telling him. Well, why are you being so petty then?
Yeah.
Saying that to them, and of course, that's the whole thing. It's all about who pisses the most. It's a pissing contest, and of course, each side wants to win. That's why we get these ridiculously close numbers, but they can't get an agreement. Which, to us outsiders, it's a simple thing. It's split the difference. But each side is, digging in, saying, nope, not going to do it.
Oh, yeah. There's a video, folks, that this idiot did on YouTube, and I love it because he's an idiot.
Which idiot?
I'm actually finding it. It's in my history right now, and I'm going to post it. I'm going to send it to you, Big Dog, as well. But he's talking about the Dodgers outfielder. I think he went to the Mets. The one that hurt himself when he was celebrating, Bellinger.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And the guy from the Milwaukee Brewers, Christian Yelich. These two little boys have basically disappeared. And I will find the video, but he was talking about, what happened to these guys? They were future Hall of Famers. This is the inherent jackassity and stupidity of everyone. They have one big year, and people are calling them future Hall of Famers. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And the guy did the video, and I will post it. And he begins, what happened to these future Hall of Famers? Nothing happened. You were the inane jackass that called them future Hall of Famers after one big year. The illiteracy stops with you. And like I say, I will find the video. Oh, you know what? I think it's in my sports. I saved it under my sports one. So, and speaking of the man of the hour, we'll bring him on right now. Ladies and gentlemen, if I had Hail to the Chief, I would play it right now. Good morning, Tony. How's breakfast, pal?
Oh.
You're on.
Okay. I had to shut off Facebook so I didn't have that echo.
Oh,
he's a horrible echo, is he not?
I love that word of yours, jackassity. I thought that was a perfect time to come on.
Well, when you said that, I was like, and lo and behold. So I had to pause it there for a moment. I appreciate that, Tony. You know that it's jackassity, assoistic, and it's jackassity and jackastic. Okay, jackastic and assoistic are very similar when you think about what it is. But assoistic is one who is or has the tendency of being. You're like, yeah. There's a little bit of a chuck. Look, there's a little bit of a smile for the big dog. That is one of my oldest ones. When you, what does that mean? One who is. So, yes, I've used that one. Another one that's come into play over the last year was cesspoolery. I don't know where I got that one from, but she was good. And then I went off early last year on a lecturous tirade. So those are four of my phrases that I keep. But yeah, assoistic.
And don't forget Tarvin's input for Sports Pop with the guys.
Well, his was the pussification of America.
Yep.
Yeah, that
and that has been used elsewhere. I've heard that elsewhere. As usual.
But as far as the Hall of Fame, as far as like nominating people in the Hall of Fame after 1 year, that is like one of my biggest pet peeves. Like people are doing that with Micah Parsons now. Oh, he's the next LT. All this stuff. When Ben Simmons was started out in Philly, people were saying he's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Tony, and again, I appreciate, we were talking about this briefly last week, but you've been with our program now for about 2 years, I think, and you know our vibe. You know how we carry on. And good morning, Roz. Good morning, young lady. I'm going to steal her line unless Roz wants to come and join us live. Come on,
Good morning, Roz.
It is so funny when I reach out to her and contact her, and she has one of the best intro lines there is. It's just so bitchin'. I would love for her to tell it on air, so I don't know if she's going to, or you've got to call Roz, and when she gives her intro line...
But it's Saturday morning. She might be at the spot, though.
She may be, yes, but I just die laughing, and I tell her that I am at such a loss. My level of jackassity is not able to maintain her genius, but it's such a bitchin' line. It may be just for me when I call, but gosh darn it is so funny. But Tony, yes, again, good morning, Tony. It's when they say that. I have been one to say this for years now, and I'm really tired of it, because when you're on this program, what separates us from everyone and everything else is we're genuine, we're honest, and if we have an opinion or a point of view, we say it. And we even say when it's our opinion as opposed to what we believe to be, a fact or whatever. Point is, we think our thoughts through, and we come prepared. The people that say future Hall of Famer, the Jack Brody's of the world, the Mariano Rivera's of the world, I have always said, these are the idiots that live in mama's basement and have nothing to say. But they want to play with the cool kids. And they go out and say the LTs of the world. Okay. So, oh my God, there it is. It doesn't take too much. So, hey, good morning, Roz. This is Raj.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I kind of set it up on that one. I was pretending to call her. Here, let me do it again.
Oh,
yes.
My bad.
No, not at all. It's so awesome. So get this. This is I call her. Else, the phone will ring, and then she answers.
House of Brand. We keep things regular.
That's right.
And she shuts me up each and every time. And I'm just dying laughing. It is such an awesome. Oh my God, the House of Bread.
There is a reason behind it.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'll bet.
Literally.
Yes, literally. So, oh my God, that was good, Tony. Yes. Oh my God. So yes, she disarms me right away. And I think I'm gonna put some peanuts out there, and I apologize, but Roz and I, we'll spend some time, at least once or twice a week. We'll have a conversation. I like to believe that we're able to converse and share things with each other. And I told her, sorry, Roz, for saying this. I'm so envious of her that she has an intro line, and when she calls me, it's what? Right? Yeah, I did that to her.
Yeah.
What?
I get the occasional what or what's up.
That's because she enjoys talking to people and you don't. That's why you answer.
My God!
That's why you answer with what?
Yes. Okay. At work, when people would come over to my desk, and and I turn around and Raj, what? They're like, oh shit. They're like, okay, he's in the mood, and it's no effing around, whatever. But that was my line. So it's not as eloquent or as ingenious as Roz's, which is just so beautiful. And I told her this week, I am so damn envious of you. I said, man, you got an intro, and I have nothing when other people call me. I wish I had one like that. And I'm envious. It's been bugging me for a while now. I have to have something, but I haven't been able to come up with one yet. But Roz, thank you for joining us. How are you doing this morning, young lady?
A little tired. Her
Yeah.
Majesty is still not sleeping right, so yeah.
You did a program on your channel, did you not, just the other day, or is this upcoming about
I did one.
your
I did it
life?
last night.
Oh, it was last night. Roz,
Yeah.
please, would you give us some air and tell us where we can find it?
Well, yeah, I am on the YouTube thing. The channel's under my government name, Rosalind Brinson. But and yeah, that's what the kids say nowadays. They say government name. I don't know, but anyhow, it's a mix of different topics. Some of it's healthcare related. Some of it's just fun, gossip stuff. I have a regular show called Beat and Chat where
Regular.
I do a beading project and I just talk crap while I do the project. That's usually on Saturdays. And Fridays is usually when I do funny news. I look for like stupid news, or I'll discuss like a big topic, like I did the thing on Queen Elizabeth's passing and stuff like that. So it's kind of a mix, like I used to do on Blog Talk Radio.
Yes, but you just did a program last night. What was the topic?
The last night, I talked about my specific caregiving story.
Yes.
Yeah, I talked a little bit about it, how it happened and the steps I had to go through. And the good news is I finally got some respite care for a couple of
I
weeks
saw that.
starting
I saw
next
that
week.
post.
Yeah. So, so I was talking about that and just sharing some information. So, because I had done a show about a month or two ago, just in general about caregiving. So I figured I'd do a follow-up about my specific story. So
It's very much appreciated, Roz, and I that's why I'm glad you joined us this morning. Roz, both Roz and I were trying to come up with some of our history that as to when we met. I think we placed it at 2010, 2011. Yeah, I know it was definitely 2011 because I know you were in on some of our programs when we were doing the breaking news.
Yeah, it was probably around 2011 that I really got into it.
Actually, it might have been 2010. Sorry. Because by 2011, we were already, folks, NDB Media, for a year and a half, we were kicking the pants. Everyone, and Big Dog knows, Big Dog was there, Roz was there, Coffee was there, everyone was there when we were kicking the holy you-know-what out of the big media arms. We were always on air before everyone talking about the breaking news, as you know. Roz and I did the weekend where we did the wedding of William and Kate that Friday. Yeah. And then that Sunday was May 1st. We all know what happened on May 1st, 2011. We were on air an entire hour before everyone else was. And we did break it before everyone else did. You all know what I'm talking about. It was the SEAL Team 6 strike that took out some worthless loser. Roz had one of the better lines that night that, no, I'm not going to celebrate the death of someone. I remember you were angry. Well, okay, I'm not going to say you were angry that night, but you did say, I'm not going to celebrate because I had just said something. So actually, I got bitch slapped by Roz on air because seriously, when we were watching whatever news station and everyone was running to the White House, and I said, oh my God, I've been there. If there was a place that I wish I could be right now, it was right there, right outside the White House, and to join that. And Roz did say, and kept us real, something to the effect of, well, I'm not going to take any joy in celebrating the death of a human being. That was the only thing. I didn't take it personally. I was glad she shared her opinion or her thoughts on that. And it didn't change anything between us, but I still said, yeah, I wish I was there. But I mumbled it. But we broke the news. We did. You all know that we did the coverage of the Fukushima nuclear disaster as well. We were live on the night of the earthquake. We were live on the night of the Saturday night disaster when Fukushima blew up. Roz, you were there. Big Dog, you were there. And we were doing live coverage. And it was That was a scary night. I remember that. That was
Yeah.
in March. That was somewhere. March 11th was the day of the earthquake on the Thursday. We were doing Saturday night when Fukushima blew up. Cliff Zier was on with us. Peter Villacorta was on with us. Ramey. As a matter of fact, it was Ramey that broke the news of Osama bin Laden. We all had the report that it was Osama bin Laden, but Ramey got the confirmation because, he's ex-military, and he got the confirmation. And I remember I was doing the anchor coverage. Remember, we were on digital radio, and Ramey sent it to me, and I was like, oh, my God. We got it, and we knew the source. We had it confirmed, and I turned to Ramey, and I said, Ramey, what do you have? And that's Frank Ramirez, for those of you that know and don't know. And I gave it to Frank Ramirez. It's not about me. It was about what we were doing. We were witnesses to history. And that was the night that Roz stated, remember, where you said you were kind of like falling asleep, but you were surfing the internet.
Yeah.
And there was activity going on. Yeah, remember? She
I was
coined our
just
line.
getting ready to go to bed, and all this stuff started flashing up on my phone. I'm like, what? And I was like, I wonder if we're on. And yeah.
Yeah.
You guys were on.
Roz said she looked over at us and we were live, and she's, oh shit, something's going on. And we were. So sorry, folks. A little bit of NDB Media history. Good morning, Engineer. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And it's good stuff. So, Roz, are you going to be with us for a while we do the NFL picks right now for the playoffs?
Well, I did send my picks in. I'm
I
gonna.
got them. I got the picks. I saw the picks this morning.
I did send them in. I'm gonna give Her Majesty her breakfast, and then I'll probably hop back. If I can hop back in, I'll hop back in. But I'm gonna go give her something to eat.
All right. Now, yeah. How is Mama?
She, things are changing, but she's okay for the, as okay as one can be.
Yeah. And your brother?
Yeah, he's good. He's doing good. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, he's the easy one to take care of. He's doing his thing. But yeah, and he's been a real trooper. He's actually been helping me with her, which
that's good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which is like great. So, but yeah, let me go give her something to eat real quick, and if I can jump back in, I'll jump back in.
You are a team player, Roz, in every which way. I've already said that. And this is the first time you're live with Tony. So
I know. Hi, Tony.
Hey.
I'm rooting for the Eagles only because I have cousins that live near Philadelphia, so I gotta stick with my cousins. So.
Oh, wow. All right. Fair enough. It would have been perfect had Jason been able to join us right now, too. But I think without revealing too many beans out there as well, Jay's doing a little bit of family care as well. And I respect and admire that. So
yeah, you are not alone, Jay. Let me tell you.
Yeah. So it is really good stuff. So, Jay, I know you missed it, but sorry. Well, that was a good one. Roz did a program on family care, which is really kind of cool, or your story on that. So we're gonna have to give that some play a little bit later. So Roz, thank you, and
you got it,
because Miss Producer tends to slum with us for a little while. So
I know, Miss Thing doing her thing. Got actually is doing this for a living now. I'm so proud of her.
Oh, yeah. She gutted it through, worked it, got her degrees, and she went out there and got it done. And she says, oh, I got my start with you guys. Oh, no. You started with us. That's, it's subtle, but yeah. She was talented. We knew that. See,
oh, yeah.
Being the old sexist dinosaurs that we are, our thinking was, she's female. She speaks sports. Where the hell do we lose? Right, Big Dog?
Yep.
And same thing with Roz and Aisha. It's a beautiful thing. But with Tanya, it was like, oh, man. The girl can play when it comes to the different sports. And so, yeah, she joined us very quick. And now she is a big-time producer. And we're still, yeah. So anyway.
Yeah.
we're all still in Scorekeeper's garage.
slumming it in the garage.
Worldwide office. I'm sorry.
I was thinking. Oh, very good, Big Dog. Thank you. I was thinking about that.
All right, guys, I'm gonna jump. I'll catch up with y'all later.
All right.
Take care.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks.
You messed with your microphone. You messed with your microphone.
Who?
Do whatever you need to shake it or something because your voice went extremely low.
You want me to shake it?
Fix your damn microphone so we can hear you. Well, you did something because when you turned back, it was gone.
Can't hear you.
Okay,
Can't
now
hear
you're
you.
back.
Can't hear you.
You're back.
Okay. The funny thing was, like a stupid pendejo, I was disconnected and I was yelling at you guys.
The thing is, as soon as you showed us the cord, your voice came back. You're fine now.
Oh, stop it, Aisha. Stop it. I am so... Look, folks, this is the beauty of this family, man. Have
Aisha,
everyone joining us.
Look at what we have to look at every Saturday morning, and you're scared about scaring people? We scare people all the time. I mean, this week we're saved because of Tony, you know. But Scorekeeper and myself, we scare the hell out of everybody every Saturday morning.
Yeah. It's like there's nothing with that. I was told by Lenny Melnick, the godfather of fantasy sports, that I have a face for radio. I was like, yeah. Thanks, Tony. Oh, shit, sorry, Freddie.
Lenny,
Thanks,
not
Lenny.
me.
No. Thanks, Lenny.
I love Lenny.
And he was looking up at you when he said that from, about your knees.
Oh, I know. I've been a dick to him recently. I remember when he was at a podium. He said, "Hey, are you standing or did they get you a chair?" Lenny has been nothing but a human being to me. I've been far from to him.
And from the beginning where he came on and Roger made one slip of the tongue and Lenny caught it immediately. And we've been giving Roger time about it ever since. Well, I've been giving Roger a hard time.
No,
he was talking baseball. He was talking baseball, and I forgot who the player was, but he was saying Roger said to the effect, "Oh, he's having a second career year." And Lenny, he knew as soon as he said it that it was wrong, and Lenny jumped in immediately. Goes, "Second career? Well, how many career years can you have?"
And yes, Tony, you see. And you know how anal I am when it comes to English. Dude, it was instant. And Lenny, God bless that bastard. He did not let it go, man. Did not let it go. So it was, it was horrid. It was not nice. So,
you said jump on the show.
Yeah. Hey, so I get all the games.
I put all the games in there.
How many are today and how many are... Well, okay.
There's two today.
So there's a little mess
four
up.
Tomorrow and one on Monday, I think. Right? 4, 6, 7? Yeah. There we go.
Okay, it's coming in. I'm putting them on my sheet so we can do the count right now. So I messed up. That's why I was like, hey, so how many games do we have? So actually, Sunday, January 6th should be Monday, January 16th. So that's okay. That's what threw me right now.
Did I write?
Yeah,
Sunday
you wrote
twice?
Sunday.
Oh,
that's all right.
Sorry.
No, stop it. Stop it. Cease with your
apologies.
Jackassity?
No, jackassity.
It wasn't appropriate. Yeah, that's what I was like. Cessfoolery? No, I was going to go to one of those. Now, the funny thing, Tony, as you already know for a little bit, is, dude, the words just come flying, man, and it's hilarious. And good and bad, they do come flying. So, folks, we are going to get to the NFL right now. I am actually setting it up, so I ask you to bear with me. And we'll be able to get this going right now. So we're going to get to our picks. I'm heading over to NFL.com. And as usual, we can go to the schedule page, and then you can follow along with us as well. And I'm going to put that in the chat room. Sorry, Big Dog.
I'll take the first game.
Okay,
I'll take the first
excellent. Game. Hey, Tony, do you want to do this too? Or you got your spectacles with you?
No spectacles.
No see. No see. All right, fine. So we'll get it right now. Bear with me just a moment. And I don't, let me do several of these first, Big Dog, and then we'll be ready to go in just a moment. So, Tony, do you have any quick stories that you want to get to real quick just before we get to the picking right now?
Well, when you were talking about like things that bother you, like baseball sayings or something, my dad always got mad when the announcer would say, "That's a good piece of hitting." It's like, what the heck is a piece of hitting?
Oh, my goodness. I like it. Yes. Oh, my God.
Or he's got his hitting shoes on today, or some stupid stuff.
Big Dog, you and I know that from the Angel broadcast. Ooh, the Angels have their hitting shoes on today. Oh, my goodness, yes. Do you know what was another one that would rip me? Oh, we have a busted play. I mean, even then. Now, my English teacher, she was extreme. I believe it was Sister Pauline Therese. She did say, a hit and run, I don't see them hitting before they run. I see the runner going before they hit. So that was, even then she was like, that's more like a run and hit. But I understand what they call it, a hit and run. You can get away with that one, but you're right, Tony. The busted. Oh, another one that drives me insane, right, Big Dog, is when you're watching the game and the announcer's like, all right, he tells the rubber, he lines up, here's the pitch. Oh, breaking ball, call for a strike. What the hell's a breaking ball? Okay. Now, in the 70s and 80s, fastball, curveball, the pitches were really – breaking ball was generally either a changeup or a curveball. But when you have all these stupid trick pitches today, what the hell's a breaking ball? It's an old announcer that doesn't know how to identify the pitches. Yeah. Big Dogs asked me when we go to games, Raj, what was that? I'm like, these are for reading, dumbass. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but he has asked me, how do you do it? What did I tell you? How do I know? I did tell you that, right, Big Dog? I don't know.
Well, how do you like when we go to the games now, and as soon as the pitch is thrown, they're saying, split finger fastball.
Up on the up on the display.
Two finger curve, all this stuff.
That's BS. That's such BS. Oh my God, it is. It is what it is. But all right. So I apologize, folks. I think I'm pretty much set right now. I want to thank you for your patience. It is a lot of fun. Oh, little rat bastards, you changed the setup here. All right. So now I can choose what to share. I have the options of the Chrome tab, the window tab, or the entire screen. So let's go to the entire screen. And there it is, Hall of Fame. I was going to talk about the Hall of Fame reference. I am still looking for that video. But, Tony, the one that irks me to no end, the two baseball phrases you heard, the Mariano Riveras of the world. And Big Dog,
I love doing I have fun with that.
Cuervo, they would all do it just to piss me off. And the problem is I actually respect Cuervo. I don't respect the other two clowns. So I would get angry.
But I will say this clown got him.
Oh, God, it was hilarious.
Because we were talking basketball.
Yes.
And it was something about coaching. And I said, the somebody's of the world. And he said, name me one that you could say that blah, blah, blah. And I said, the Van Gundys of the world. Because there's two Van Gundy coaches. And he was like,
and this was live. He was in front of me. And I jumped up. I was like, you bastard. That was great. It was great. And we can do it with the Harbaughs of the world. Okay, so you can do that as well. But it's very limited.
The Shanahans.
The Shanahans, yes. Now, otherwise, someone did say to tick me off, and I don't think it was a Big Dog. We had someone else on with us, and they used that line. They set me up. It's like all these little bastards got into it. They set me up, and I got very aggressive and very angry. And if you've seen this program, you're like, oh, so was that last week, the week before that? Well, when was that? But they named the player, and they said, for lack of a better word, the Mariano Riveras of the world. I lost my shit. And I said, who in the hell are you talking about? Who is another, who? And I went on a owl rage for about a minute, huh, Big Dog? I just snapped.
And we were all laughing.
And it wasn't the point. They just named it, and I just snapped. And Mike thinks, who's like Mariano Rivera? I was doing the hood thing. Come on, name it me. Come on. And I was like, it was a bit, yeah, Jay. Yes. So every time I say the engineers of the world, Jay, now you know where it's from, okay? Oh, look, I'm doing the finger now. You see the hood stuff. Okay, folks, all kidding aside, we're gone way far over. We're going to get to it right now. And Big Dog is ready to go with the first game. That's going to be Big Dog on Fox Deportes, USA. Go,
sure. It will be the Seattle Seahawks, 9-8, going to San Francisco, who is 13-4. They will be playing, of course, at Levi Stadium. In the comparables,
every day.
The Niners are. Oops, was that you?
Sure.
Hello. Okay.
Sorry, it's the stupid
right.
NFL.
Yeah, I know it's your Star Trek porn. You keep turning it on when you shouldn't. Keep telling you turn that page off. Exit that page when we go on the show.
Talkspace. Get personally matched today.
There it is.
Therapist who can give
Talking
you
about
a little help
spacing.
too.
It's Talkspace. It's the stupid ad on the website. Please proceed, Big Dog.
In the comparables, the Niners are 5th in offense. The Seahawks 12th. In defense, the Niners are 2nd in defense. The Seahawks 26th. The Niners are 13th in passing. The Seahawks are 12th. In rushing, the Niners are 7th and the Seahawks are 18th. And last time they met was December 15th. So about 3 weeks ago. And it was the Niners 21, Seahawks 13 in Seattle.
All right. And Big Dog, you gave us the line of 49ers and -7. Is that correct?
It is increased to -9 now.
Did I say
that
minus?
Was a lot,
wait, I'm sorry. I said -7, didn't I?
Yes.
I don't know why I said
-7.
7.
Okay.
It was -9.
It's your lucky number.
Why the hell did I don't have a lucky anything, Big Dog. Look at my life. You don't know my life. I don't know why I did that. But we already have our first pick.
I'm sorry.
Yes, there you go. Thank you, Tony.
Jay is worried about his Niners, though. He says he's a bit nervous for the Niners.
Not easy to predict. I mean, in a way, it's damn funny, Tony, but also it's like, damn. But thank you, engineer. Oh, I put him under Seahawks. Sorry.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So we already have coffee, now engineer. And this one's going to be easy. Scorekeeper does believe, since they're at home, I like it. So, yes, coffee, I agree on some of that. It's the playoffs. They're all tied at number 1 in offense and defense. Yes. That's cool. That's fair. I do agree. So, all right. I am sorry. Big Dog, what's it going to be, man?
Well, Aisha is taking the Niners.
Oh.
I'm going to take the Niners. Yeah, she said more people.
Oh.
I'm going to take the Niners, but let me see Roz's pick. 1 second.
Mole people. I love that.
Okay, Roz is taking the Niners. Gridiron Girl is taking the Niners.
We stop everything. Oh my God, I wish I had Hail to the Queen. That would be perfect right now. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Aisha. I wish I had the music. Good morning, young lady. How you doing?
She's not going to speak to us. She's going to show us.
Hi, Aisha.
Take
You're
yourself off
live.
on mute.
Okay, it's all right. We'll figure it out. You're on mute, so it's just a matter of changing the settings. Aisha, are you able to hear us? Okay, good. We're not able to hear you. So when you look at the settings on the bottom, you can go over to audio. So click on the little nut or the bolt at the bottom of your screen. It may be to your right, depending on your computer setup, but check on audio. And under mic, you can choose several options. This is so cool that we're having everyone join us now. Jay, you got to join us, pal.
It looks like she muted herself. I'm not quite sure.
Okay, yeah, she is
Something
muted.
just popped up. Yeah, so she can unmute herself, hopefully.
Okay, right now you've muted yourself. So you need to go to the mute button and unmute.
Nope.
Okay. No, you're still muted. Okay,
There she
you're
goes.
no longer muted. Oh, wait, you're muted
What?
again.
No, yeah, you did something. No,
Okay.
right there.
Hi, Aisha. Nope, don't hear you yet.
Maybe exit out and come back in again?
It's very possible, but when you start up the screen and you choose your mic, you're probably going to have a drop-down menu. And this is what, folks, hold on one moment. Aisha, check this out. I'm going to go to StreamYard right now, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. We might get a horrible echo, so I ask you to bear with me. So I'm joining again so you guys can see what I'm doing. And this is for everyone else that wants to join us. So look, right here, Aisha, when you come back in, you make sure these settings are good. And right here, you can choose your audio in your default menus. You may need to choose the mic under settings. So when you start up at the bottom of the screen, you have settings. You can go to audio, and your mic needs to be, you may have to choose a different mic. Okay, so she's out. She'll be coming back in a moment. So I do apologize. This is really cool. Aisha made her debut, man. That's awesome. Yes. I apologize. So Roz is going with the 49ers, right?
And so is Gridiron Girl.
Oh, she's not going to be here, huh?
I guess not.
It's a holiday weekend.
She gave me all the picks. Picks.
Okay.
So, and let me see if Double D said anything. Hold on.
I haven't notified her either. Tony!
Okay, there we go.
Sorry. Tony?
In case you couldn't hear him.
Is she in or?
No, she's not in
not
yet.
back.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not back yet.
I think this is going to be a really close game, even though the Niners are much better. Playing a division opponent 3 times in the same year, it's going to be tough. And then plus, I don't know how the rookie quarterback's going to do in his first playoff game. So I'm saying 27-24 Niners.
Okay. Ooh. And Jay does say also that the Seahawks give the Niners a lot of problems.
Yeah. I'm going to say it's 21-17. So I like it. So, Tony, really good stuff. All right. So in recap, I did not contact Double D on this one because I was running a bit late and I wasn't able to get it to go. So I apologize, folks.
I'll reach out to her.
Thank you. So let's go to the next game, folks, that we're going to do right now. And it's going to be the second Sunday game. And it is going to be the Los Angeles Chargers.
The LA Chargers have to fly east for their...
Sorry. The LA Chargers 10-7 versus the 9-8 Jacksonville Jaguars. It's at 5:15 p.m. on Saturday. It's on NBC. It's at TIAA Bank Field. And look at the numbers. These are good. The Chargers are 8th in total offense. The Jaguars are 9th. In defense, the Chargers are 20th in team defense. The Jaguars are 24th. In passing, the Chargers are league best 3rd. And the Chargers are 10th. And in rushing, this is where it looks bad for the Chargers. The Jaguars are 14th. The Chargers are 30th. So that's not good for a playoff team. In the last time these two kids played, the Jaguars kicked the holy living you-know-what out of the Chargers, 38-10 on September 24, 2020. Yes, the gentleman from Riverside, Mr. Big Dog.
How can you be league best but be third?
League third best. I thought I corrected that.
I thought I was just waiting. As soon as you said that, I was like, I want to ask something.
You are so awesome, Big Dog. You are so awesome. And be that as it may, Aisha, where are you? I didn't kick you out, Aisha. So hopefully she's able to join us again. But that was so cool that she was able to join us from across the world. But did you guys notice that there was like a second delay? Because as I was asking her, it did take up. Oh, I'm sorry, Aisha.
Oh, no,
so
Mike.
maybe we can talk about that off air on what we need to do. And maybe we can get you a mic. Who knows? We'll see. No mic. I've tried everything, but no go. Aisha, I apologize, but thank you. Thank you for joining us. That is so cool. Hell yeah. So I cannot. All we got to do is fix the mic. She's going to join us, man. It's going to be awesome. So this is it. She made the jump. So absolutely awesome. All right. Next game, Chargers, Jaguars. Big Dog, you have Chargers are 1.5, correct?
Yes.
All right. And we already have coffee going for the Jaguars. So, Tony, let's go with this one.
Got to go with the upset and my boy, Coach Peterson, Jags 31, Chargers 27.
Ooh. 31-27?
Yep.
Ooh, damn. All right. Folks, if any team turned it around, it is his team, isn't it, Tony?
Yeah, Coach Peterson. I love when he was the Eagles coach. I'd always watch like the behind the scenes, and like every morning during practice and stuff when they come in the building, he's giving them like vanilla ice cream. Like he's just a ice cream fanatic, and it's hilarious. He's like, anybody want ice cream? Ice cream like every day. But he's great. He's a great players coach.
We had a superintendent that was Dean Fazioli. On Thursdays, he would bring in ice cream to the office, and he would bring in like, I don't know, these ice cream sandwiches, and it was like about 20 to 24. That's a lot, man. And it was Ice Cream Thursdays, which was really cool. So now here's what's funny. I ask you to forgive me. Solomon Walters just texted me. What's for breakfast? I'm like, I am doing sports talk with the guys, so come on over. Solomon Walters. So forgive me. Let me respond to him. All right.
He's still up in the high desert?
Well, if he's doing Uber and Lyft, he could be right around the corner.
Oh, true.
Actually, he is just north of the Grapevine, right there where we stopped for breakfast, Big Dog. That's about where he's at. Remember when we went to go visit Matt that time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so just over the Grapevine. So right into the fertile, I'm sorry, the, it's not the Fertile Crest. Ooh, that was stupid. Not the Inland Empire. Up there in Bakersfield, the big valley up there in California.
Yeah, sure.
Tony, 31-27 for the Jaguars. Big Dog, what's it going to be? That's kind of
Raj is going for the Jags. Girl is going for the Chargers.
Who is?
Gridiron Girl.
Yeah.
And I'm taking the upset. I'm going with Tony. I'm taking the Jags. I think they can do it. They're on a roll. And the Chargers are... You never know what Charger team shows up. Let's put it that way.
Yep.
Jay, I know you haven't decided yet. Solomon Walters? Yeah. Okay. And I'm giving everybody the bird at LAX at the moment. Yeah. So I'm telling them I can meet them as early as 10 a.m. So we'll see. Because we have a program following, folks, Ever New, celebrating their 1-year anniversary. They're going to be on at 10:30. So, all right. Hopefully he can call it. You know what? I'm going to send him the link. I'm going to send Solomon Walters a link and see if he can join us. He can do it off his phone, but he is driving right now.
You know the first thing he's going to do that when he gets on, he won't talk for a minute.
Oh, son of
just to piss you off. That was the funniest thing. So, guys out there, we used to have Solomon on. He was our third, the third guy on. This is when we were doing it on Blog Talk Radio. So, of course, there was no video, so it's just audio. And he, Scorekeeper and myself would be talking back and forth, and then Saul would come in, and Raj would give him the intro. Here we go. NASCAR, blah blah blah. Solomon Walters, and Saul's known Roger for longer than I've known Roger, I believe.
Since July of 1983.
There you go. So he knows how to punch Roger's buttons. So the thing is, of course, we're on audio, so we're on radio in essence. And what's the worst thing on radio to do? Of course, have dead air. So on purpose, whenever Roger introduced Solomon, Saul would not say anything for a good 30 to 45 seconds.
Okay, now keep in mind, Big Dog was sitting in front of me, and I'm here, and Big Dog is seeing me lose my effing shite. Because as each second would go by, I'm like,
he's cringing. He's literally cringing.
And then he would say, wow, good morning. And Lenny Melnick died laughing because, as you know, Solomon Walters, Mike, that's his name, Mike, he's a classmate of mine, but he's Irish, if anything. And Lenny knew, he says, Solomon Walters, what the hell is a Jew doing on your program? On a Saturday morning, which was damn funny. That was the joke. So it was really kind of funny. So I know that one fell dead right now. So Jay is going with the Chargers, huh? All right.
Yes. So we need your pick now.
Yeah, I was going with the Chargers, but for some reason I'm feeling an affinity, not with you, Big Dog, but with Tony. So, damn it. They are hot right now.
Is the inside source giving you direction? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I appreciate that, Big Dog. And I don't know if Tony knows that story. You can tell him in a moment. But at 48 degrees, the inside source ain't talking right now, dude. I'm going to go with Tony on this one.
47 here. Scorekeeper.
Oh. Scorekeeper is going with the Jaguars on this one. And I'm going to say that this game is going to be 28-21.
27.
Not that close. 28-21.
Okay.
4 touchdowns to 3. Jaguars are going to win this one. No, screw it. I'm going to say 35-28. So much for my thoughtful analysis.
High-scoring
right,
game.
Tony?
Okay. We're going with the high-scoring game.
Yeah, but, obviously I thought this one through. Oh, my God. We've done that before. So, in recap, I believe we do have everyone. Gridiron Girl, Engineer going for the Chargers. The Jaguars, it's Coffee, Tony, 31-27. Roz, Big Dog, Aisha, Scorekeeper, 35-28. So, woohoo!
Aisha has an update.
Oh, yes. My problem appears to be the internal mic on this crap computer ain't working. So, hello and goodbye. Not joining you at all. Well, like I said, Aisha, it is. We will speak off air about it. I need to know. I need your specs on your computer. And we can get a mic, something that was even just like, because you were able to hear us. We can get you a mic that it's like a simple mic itself that will work. Because that's what we had. Remember, Big Dog, when we had the mic? I actually still have that little rat bastard around here.
She doesn't have Bluetooth on the computer? Or I should just ask her. Aisha, you don't have Bluetooth on the computer? You can just hook up your earphones?
Oh, yeah, that might be a personal question, so we'll see. So, I don't know if she has Bluetooth. I don't know. She's mentioned her computer is a little bit older, so we'll see. But look, really, if it's just the internal mic that's not working, we can make that work. We can get a little plug-in, but we have to find out what it is. Aisha, we will work with you on this, knowing that you want to join us. So, I believe we have everyone then for that. I know Double D will be joining us shortly. So, we've taken care of that game. We have the next game, which is the first Sunday game.
Okay, got it.
Thank you, Big Dog. Please go ahead then.
It is the Miami Dolphins, 9
Miami.
8.
The Miami Dolphins are in the
Sorry about that.
playoffs. Who cares if
There
they
we
only
go.
kick?
Yeah, who cares? You got that right. Against the Buffalo Bills, 13 and 3. They will be playing in Buffalo at Highmark Stadium. In the comparables, the Bills are 4th in offense, the Dolphins 6th. In defense, the Bills are a league best, number 1. In defense, the Miami Dolphins are 18th. In passing, the Bills are 8th. The Dolphins are 4th. In rushing, the Bills are 9th, and the Dolphins are 25th. In their last meeting, which was December 17th of just last month, it was the Bills over the Dolphins in Buffalo in a very close game, 32-29.
That was a good game.
Yes, it was.
Okay, yes, Aisha, thank you. She says, I don't have Bluetooth on anything. My phone is called a brick because it ain't smart. I get that, Aisha. I really find that funny. I think the Big Dog remembers, Red Big Dog, I had the Uber debit card and it didn't have the chip on it.
Yeah.
And people would say, just use your smart card. I said, oh, I have my dumb card. Or they wouldn't even say that, right? I said, oh, Big Dog, look, I get to use my dumb card. No one would get it because it didn't have one of those smart chips. And I think all of them have the chips now, which is disappointing. So I can't use that dumb card line anymore. But speaking of dumb cuffs, folks, this one's going to be easy. Scorekeeper is not going to go on a line on this one other than to say, knowing that Miami is not at full strength, I think Miami is going to make dude, these are 2 playoff games or 2 playoff teams. They're good teams, but it doesn't matter. The Bills are monsters. I'm really thinking that this one's going to be closer to blowout. Tony, I'm going to call it 35-21 in favor of the Bills.
Wow.
I'm wondering what you're going to call it.
27-13 Bills.
Oh, okay. So you're giving them less love than I am. Yeah, I think you're going to be right on the 13. Yeah, I think you are. But it's academic. If we both lose, we better retire. Engineer, just kidding. I'll never retire from this. Engineer says Bills. Aisha says Harry Cowles for her. So, and is Hill out? Well, usually a hill is out above the ground, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. Sorry, that was a stupid geologist in me. So, Jay, you think that we're prepared?
Hold on.
Oh, thank you, Big Dog. I love how everyone here thinks that we're prepared. We're not.
Miami's down to their 3rd string quarterback. I know that.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody's pretty much questionable on Miami. There's 4 or 5 people. In Buffalo, nobody major.
Have to live.
Sorry.
Sorry, Tex.
Okay.
So there's no mention of Hill being out or in either way.
Okay. All right. We just don't have that information, Jay, so we cannot confirm that. It's all good. I understand. Was that him being out or you? Oh, yeah. I know you bastards aren't prepared. I get that. Well, which one is it, Jay? I'm just curious. So, Big Dog, what's it going to be?
Roz is going for the Bills. Gridiron Girl is going for the Bills. I'm going for the Bills. That one's easy. Point spread of 13.5.
You know what? I was stupid. I didn't ask the question properly. No, what, Jay? So that's my fault. Oh, you're always prepared. Oh, yeah, okay. It must be that time of year. So I'm being an a-hole. Sorry. What a shock. All right, so I believe we have everyone then for the Dolphins. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you being a wench? Did you hear Siri right now?
Nope.
Okay, I'm losing my mind. For the Dolphins, 0. Bills, Coffee, Scorekeeper, 35-21. Tony, 27-13. Engineer, Aisha, Roz, Gridiron Girl, Big Dog. And folks, once again, everyone is picking a particular team. I am having internet connectivity issues. I do. Okay, now it's back. So I apologize, folks. I've been having issues, internet connectivity, all morning. So hopefully, thank you, Tony. Appreciate that. Don't forget to tip your waitress. I'll be here all week. Yeah. All right. So I think we have that one done. Next game that we're going to take care of is the Giants 9-7-1 visiting the Minnesota Vikings 13-4. It's at 1:30 p.m. on Fox and Fox Deportes, and it's going to be at USA Bank Stadium.
You say
The
that
Vikings.
with such anger when you talk about the Hispanic stations.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to use the brutal or brutish Castilian accent. Yeah, I don't think anyone has ever referred to Castilian as brutish. It's actually more Klingon-esque because when you do the vos, the oth, and there's a lot of Klingonese, because both Klingons and Castilians spit. But be that as it may, in total offense, the Vikings are a league 7th best. The Giants are a league 18th best. And when it comes to team defense, the Giants are 25th. The Vikings are 31st. Man, that is a charitable defense. Kind of like a young... Okay, forget it. Anyway, team passing, the Vikings are 5th overall, and the Giants are 26th.
Go on with that thought. I want to see.
No, I can't do that anymore. It's terribly sexist. It's very immature. I can't do that anymore.
Well, see, you can generalize and just give the age groups. I was just thinking of an 18-year-old. That could go male or female.
See, I had a moniker when I was the color commentator. It was so funny when I told Lenny, "Hey, Lenny, when you do the football game for us, maybe I can be your color commentator." Oh, Lenny started stuttering because, a color, minority and stuff. It was so funny. Like, Lenny, come on, the color commentator. Oh, I said I can be your color guy. That's what it was. Poor Lenny got all nervous. I'm like, dude, color commentator. He's like, oh, no. I tell you, I'm a bastard to Lenny. So, but it's all right. Vikings are 5th in passing. The Giants are 26th. The Vikings are a league 27th, and the Giants are 4th in rushing. So last time these two teams played, the Vikings edged the Giants 27-24 on December 23rd, 2022 at Minnesota. So the line is Vikings by 3, and Coffee is going for the Giants. Big Dog, what's it going to be?
Excuse me. Roz is going for the Vikings. Gridiron Girl is going for the Giants.
Yeah.
This one's...
On this one, so is Scorekeeper. I've been burnt by the Vikings in big games for a while. I know I'm probably going to be against Tony on that one. I'm definitely against Engineer on this one.
I'm going to go with the Vikings on it.
Okay. Tony, what's it going to be?
I think the Giants are the tougher team, so I'm going with the upset Giants. Or I'm sorry, the Giants 23, the Vikings 20.
Tony, thank you. And you know what? Birds of a feather. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, giants of a something. Stick together. Jeez. So, Aisha, what's it going to be, young lady? Oh, there it is. Vikings. All right. Okay. So
Wrong side.
I meant that.
I know. You were just testing to see if I was paying attention. I know.
South side. There you go.
Oh, very good. The south side. Big Dog says, "Oh, I just watch to see if I'm paying attention." No, I was being an a-hole, Big Dog. Sorry. I don't feel very well today. Sorry. I'm old.
Well, I was just thinking more. You had some timers,
I don't have any timers. Thank you, Big Dog. You're being polite by calling them some timers. No, I'm a zilcho timer.
Well, you had to have a one timer.
Well, I have 2 daughters, so it's a
two.
two-timer.
Okay, it's 2.
So it's
You're a 2-timer. Okay.
So Scorekeeper's a 2-timer. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and Big Dog's a 3- one-timer. Sorry, Big Dog. I had to work something in there on that one.
You hear the cricket?
Shit. Saying it live, Tony. So cool. And, of course, on the west side. All right. We like it. Big Dog, are you ready for the next game, sir?
Sure, I'll take it.
Oh, I'll take it otherwise.
No, I got it. It is the Baltimore Ravens, 10-7, going against Cincinnati, 12-4. They will be playing in Cincinnati at Paycor Stadium.
A bunch of fighters.
Yep, it's going to be a bunch of fires. In the comparables, the Bengals are 15th in offense, the Ravens 16th. In defense, the Bengals are 7th, the Ravens are 10th. In passing, the Bengals are 7th. The Ravens are almost dead last. They are 28th. In rushing, the Bengals are even worse than that. They're 29th, and the Ravens are 2nd. In their last meeting, which was just last week, it was the Cincinnati Bengals 27-16 over the Ravens in Cincinnati.
Big Dog, we had the Bengals 8.5. Is that correct?
Let me check to make sure. Yeah, let's go with that. It's taking a bit to come up.
Coffee
There we
says the
go.
Vikings are...
Yeah, 8.5.
8.5. The Vikings are a 61-year failure. The new Metrodome is a horrible stadium. When the Vikings lose, the franchise should fold. Jeez. Thank you for that, Coffee. Appreciate that. So, Tony, what do you like on this one?
I think this is going to be the most lopsided game over the weekend here. I got the Bungholes 30 and the Ravens 17.
Oh, okay. I agree with you on this one. This one's almost easy to call because what's-his-face is out.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Lamar.
Yep.
Thank you, Big Dog. Tony, I'm even go a little bit further than that. I'm going to say it's oops, can't even spell my name. I'm going to go 31 to 10 on this one. It's just a little bit more, that's all. Big Dog, what do you like on this one?
Roz is going for the Ravens all day, every day.
I know. Sorry, Roz. Thank God you're not here.
Gridiron Girl is going for the Bengals.
What a shock.
And so am I.
Aisha! Engineer! Oh, Engineer is going for the Bengals, too. Well, I'm glad your calculations came forth. That was a big comment, wasn't it? If Tony laughs, I guess it was. Yes. Jay did ask that question for the NFL. They need to have Bengals versus Bills again. What do you guys think? I mean, that would be a hell of a good game. But you saying for the Super Bowl there, Jay? Because there are still some other teams that are in their way. So, I don't know. Let me know, Jay. What you mean, like for the game of the week or what? You tell me. Big Dog.
Yes.
What do you said? Bengals. Engineer. Okay, Aisha.
We're waiting on Aisha.
Okay.
We're waiting on the Duchess.
Oh, she's the Duchess now.
Well, no, Duchess or Princess? You take your pick.
I'll go with Duchess.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So
she's going with the stripy pussies. I'm just reading what she said.
And Tony is
oh boy,
capturing my essence. Because I looked down and I saw the post and the Big Dog said it, so I'm processing it and Tony's laughing. I'm like, yep, that was my response. Jeez. Oh, it's 10% us. It's 90% you guys. There's no doubt about it. Oh my goodness, that was fun.
I was gonna make a couple of jokes about that comment, but I'll be.
Me too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Do you think the FCC is gonna find me? Stop it. Tony says, or I'm sorry, Jay says, if and only if 49ers don't make it. Okay. All right. All right. Fair enough. All right. We have the Monday night game.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. ASW warranty.
Welcome to Casper.
Oh, stop it.
Here.
Quiet. Okay. Dallas Cowboys 12-5 visiting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 8-9. 5:15 p.m. Pacific time. It's going to be on Monday on the holiday. And Gridiron Girl just joined us. And someone just scheduled. Oh.
What happened?
My clients can be just as Rogerish as I can be. Obviously, I looked down, I got a message, and a client scheduled an appointment. And she's usually one of my first ones to schedule. And I noticed that Gridiron Girl walked in and said, "Oh, did Gridiron Girl schedule an appointment?" Oh, no. It's not Gridiron Girl. The young lady's name is Cynthia. And she just scheduled the appointment right now. But 6 minutes ago, she says, "Good morning." This is another line that just drives me to no end. And she knows it. That's why she asked me, "Good morning. Are you still doing taxes?" Damn you, Cynthia. Morning! So it's absolutely hilarious. She asked me the question, then of course went to the website, set the appointment. Perfect timing, Cynthia. Damn you. And she may actually be watching right now, which is really funny. So thank you for the likes. We are getting them right now, of course. Gridiron Girl, Roz, Peter, Frazier, Aisha, and Jay and Tony. Thank you. What? Yes. My clients get snotty with me. Yes, Jay, they do that. Good morning, Gridiron Girl. So,
Morning, Gridiron Girl.
for this game, which is going to be at Raymond James Stadium, in team offense, the Cowboys are 10th, the Buccaneers are 14th. In team defense, the Buccaneers are 11th, Cowboys 13th. In passing, the Buccaneers are 2nd overall, and the Cowboys are 14th. And in rushing, the Cowboys are an 8th league best, and the Buccaneers are dead shite last at 32nd in rushing. So last time these two teams played was, I believe, on opening day, September 11th, 2022. Tampa Bay Buccaneers shalumped the Cowboys 19-3. And no, I don't know what shalumped means. I just made it up. So Coffee is taking the Buccaneers, and Big Dog told us that it was a 2.5 for the Cowboys. Is that still correct, Big Dog?
Yeah.
All right, Big Dog. So what do you have? Gridiron Girl. I know you sent your picks in. Thank you. I think
Gridiron Girl's going for the Cowboys.
Yep, and I think Aisha is too. I'm going to jump the gun on that one because that's her team, but we'll see. Aisha, correct me.
Yeah, she already said it. Blue
Blue Star Boys, please.
I need Jay to confirm his pick though, because he says Bucks need this one. Is that your pick, Jay?
No.
Are you going with the Bucks?
Yeah, for an 8-9 team, man, that's embarrassing. But hey, it is what it is. I remember when the 3 teams finished at 7-9. Remember that year, guys? That it was. I mean, it's like 10 years ago. I think the Rams were one of the teams that finished 7-9. Remember that? And it was like the 3 teams in the division all finished 7-9. It's pathetic. But anyway, don't care.
Okay, so we had Aisha. As I said, Gig took the Cowboys. Roz is taking the Cowboys.
What are you going to pick, Big Dog? Bucks is his pick.
Well, in the last 10 years, the Cowboys have won 2 playoff games.
All without that quarterback.
And the Buccaneers,
The other
of course,
guy.
Brady in the last 10 years has won something like 12 playoff games. But does he have one left in him? And I hate the Cowboys, as you guys all know.
Really, Big Dog? Do you really hate the Cowboys?
Screw it. Not as much as I hate the Celtics. I will never, ever take the Celtics. The Celtics could be on fire, and I won't even pee on them to turn them out. Anyways, I will take the Bucks.
Well, Big Dog, with all the medication that you have in your pee, that might be high octane if you pee on them.
I might make it more flammable. You never know.
Right.
Anyways,
Right now,
I'm taking
for me, yeah.
I'm taking the Bucks.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yes, I'm going with the upset. And you already got engineer as the Bucks.
All right.
Tony.
I haven't decided yet. Yeah, Tony, what's it? Tony. Okay, hold on.
You have gas?
You're going with the Cowboys. So let's see.
Well, the Cow Turds are the much better team.
But I hear a but in there.
But you know what season it is.
Yeah.
It's choke season.
Exactly. It's choke season time for them.
I believe the Cowboys' last road playoff victory, I thought I heard somebody say on the radio like 30 years ago. So it's been about 30 years. They're 0-7, I think, against Tom Brady. I think he's 7-0. It's something like that. He's never lost to Dallas. So I am gonna go with the Tampon Bay Bucks.
I like
24-20.
I'm going with you on this one too, Tony. And I'm just gonna say 24-21. That's it. Oh my goodness.
There was a guy, and he's making fun of all or talking about all the playoff teams. He's like, "All right, guys, let's get all the playoff teams together, take a picture." So he goes and he snaps the camera supposedly, and he's all, "Wait a minute, we took a picture of all the playoff teams, but the Cowboys didn't show up."
I gotta admit, folks, I don't know about you guys, but there is so much hate for the Cowboys on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
It is hilarious. The only team that
there
gets
is never
on regularly.
There is never a middle for them. You either love them or you absolutely hate them. It's one or the other.
It is freaking hilarious, guys, that it's the only team that gets slammed in football. I mean, there are other sports teams, obviously, but in football, it's the Cowboys. It is absolutely funny. So, folks, I am updating the post. I do apologize. Last week, I did not update the post. Thank you for reminding me about that, Big Dog, but I've now done so. And, I did not do the recap for the last game. I'm sorry. The last game, let me go back to it right now. Sorry. And here we go. Now I know how to take off the sound. Pendejo. Okay, I got it. Okay. Cowboys. It's Gridiron Girl, Aisha, and Roz for the Buccaneers.
Oh, it's the guys versus the girls.
It is, isn't it? Oh, good pickup, Big Dog. Buccaneers, it's Coffee, Engineer, Big Dog, Tony, 24-20, and Scorekeeper, 24-21. Their American team. Everyone loves the Cowboys. Very good, Coffee.
And it works out perfect because it's three girls and the Cowgirls playing. So it's an all girls side completely.
Wow. Okay, folks. Based on the records, I think my call would be the best game. I actually think Monday night's game is going to be good.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah.
I expected Brady last week to do it. Reach back down. He wasn't even close. But again, this is playoff time. These are the times when miracles are made and men are born. I believe this is the moment. Monday night's going to be a damn good game. The other game that I'm looking to be a good game will have to be the Chargers-Jaguars.
Mm-hmm.
Today's afternoon game.
Giants-Vikings, too.
Yeah, there's a lot of good games. There's a lot of good potential games here. There was another funny me. I was watching, me being a wrestling fan, and one of the wrestling fans was saying that he hopes the Jaguars go all the way and win the Super Bowl because what's been tradition like the last 3-4 years is the winner of the Super Bowl gets a WWE championship belt given to every team winner. And the thing, of course, is the Jacksonville Jaguars own AEW, which is the direct competition of WWE, and they thought it would be the funniest thing if the WWE would have to send Jacksonville championship belts.
That's good. I do like that. Yeah, I think that would be. I like that, Victor. I didn't know that. Anthony in the chat room says the way Jacksonville's playing, do anybody think that they might have a good run in the playoffs? Well, I don't want to take the wording from everyone else, but Anthony, I think that they're hot. Okay. Tony, I don't know what
They're
his
peaking
opinion
at the
is.
right time.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes. They're really hot right now. I did comment earlier. If there's any team that was not expected to be in the playoffs, it had to be Jacksonville, right, folks?
Yep.
They were 5, 6, 7 weeks in. The season was almost over, and they're in. And they're hot. They're hot at the right time, but they happen to be a damn good team too.
Yep.
So I'm not trying to just put a bunch of air in my answer, Anthony, but I think they're going to have a good run. We'll see next week what their opponents are, but they do look good. For a team that was 0 for the playoffs early, yeah. Big Dog, your thoughts on that?
I agree. I mean, like you said, or mentioned, or I mentioned that they peaked at the right time. You're right. No one thought they would be a playoff team. They haven't been a playoff team for a while, and they didn't look anything like it. And whatever it was, it just started clicking, and they started winning. They got some very good wins, and of course, made it into the playoffs. And that's the team that always you do not want to face is a team that's got nothing to lose and no one thinks they're going anywhere.
Yep.
Those are the guys that usually fly under the radar, and before you know it, they beat you.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think they're a Super Bowl contender, but I do think they're going to get past it. This wild card and into the next round, and we'll see how who they match up against.
Your thoughts, Tony?
100% agree. I mean, I think Coach Peterson and Trevor Lawrence are finally finding a way to make things work. So he's utilizing his skills, and Trevor Lawrence is starting to look like who we thought he was a year ago or two, So I think Jacksonville's going to be tough for anybody.
Yeah, I thought I posted an image of the playoff brackets.
You did. You did on Facebook, yes.
Yeah, but did I put it on Sports Talk with the guys? I thought I did.
I thought you did.
Yeah, I'm not able to find it right now, but I was just going to continue the conversation looking at the bracket. Oh, there it is. All right, folks. Okay. I'm looking at it's frustrating now. Oh, gee, thank you, Big Dog. Awesome. Okay, so I have to I'm on the professional Sports Talk with the Guys page, so it's a little annoying to get around, so I'm sorry. Let me check. Oh, and
actually go through under your name, Raj. Look for Sport Talk with the Guys under Roger Noriega. It's I don't know, for whatever reason, it's easier to navigate than if you go in under Sports Talk with the Guys and you're looking for Sports Talk with the Guys.
You mean that our website is not friendly to people?
Not when you come in as an administrator like yourself or me. And I'm trying. The only time I ever go onto the actual Sports Talk with the Guys, as Sports Talk with the Guys, is when I have to make a post. Otherwise, I look through everything as myself, and I can navigate so much easier. I don't know why.
Wow. All right, I'm gonna look at that, see if I can find it. So
Jacksonville would go. Oh shit!
Who are they playing?
Most likely, Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to see it. Damn.
And then the Eagles get either Brady or the Cowturds.
Or Giants. Giants are lower seed.
Oh, okay. Because the way he has it set up, it has the Giants facing the winner of Seattle, San Francisco.
Well, it's not the way I have it set up. It's the way the NFL did.
Okay, well.
Yeah, the Eagles get Seattle or the Giants. Whatever one's there. Seattle first, then the Giants, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Big Dog, take a look at that again. It is a tad confusing. I noticed that. So.
Well, yeah, you just have the wild card. You don't actually have them matched up. Now that I'm looking at it, yeah. You're right. So I'm not sure who Jacksonville would be playing.
Well, it's just hold on.
Right, because if a wild card team wins, then they're going to play in Kansas City, since I believe.
So I'm just trying to see who the worst team is. Would that be
Right.
Jacksonville? It's either Jacksonville or Miami. I
Miami?
guess. Yeah.
I don't know about Baltimore either. They got to be close.
Yeah, I think Baltimore was 9-7.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let me see if I have it correct right here, folks. Look at this one right now. Oh, no, that's wrong. Sorry. Wrong one. No, that's wrong. Yeah, that one was wrong. So, idiot scorekeeper put
someone's playing
22.
Kansas City next week.
Sorry. It's just the way the bracket looks, Big Dog. But it's
the worst record plays Kansas City. So
yeah, Tony. Haha. You saw the Raiders on there. Yeah, I know. Stop it. All right. Oh.
See, the
I
Dolphins
think
are
this
9-8, and the Ravens are 10-7. So yeah, so the Dolphins, if they win, would play Kansas City, and then it would be the Jags, also 9-8. Yeah, there we go. So it's either going to be the Jags or the Dolphins. If they can both get by their guys, they take on Kansas City next.
Okay.
It's so funny. I cannot find the one that I need. Okay, Jay, we'll see in a moment. Coffee did say, and Tiny Khan has made an offer for WWE.
that I haven't seen, and we'll get into that. When we talk about wrestling, because I do want to talk about that. How Vince came back, and now,
he kicked his daughter out, I think.
Well, for him to come back, we'll get all into it. It's a big old mess, and figures. It's Vince McMahon, perfect Vince McMahon. Egomaniac that he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just goes to show you, got kicked out, but he's back in just like that.
Well, he held them hostage. He gave them no choice.
Yeah.
You want to get into it now, or we'll get into it after?
Oh, Anthony says what's mostly to happen is Dolphins beating Bills with Thompson or Ravens beating Cincinnati with Huntley.
Ooh. I don't know.
Okay, that's fair, Anthony. I'm not so certain about the Ravens, though. But all right.
Or the Dolphins beating the Bills. The Bills are a powerhouse. Bills Eagles is what I'm looking at the Super Bowl. But
Yeah,
that's just me.
Me too. That or Kansas City Eagles.
Well, it's far from wrong. This is the beauty of it. We can all put our comment in. I just disagree with the ones on Ravens beating Cincinnati.
All Tony knows that it's going to be the Eagles on one side.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Which is exactly the way it's supposed to be.
That's right.
Your team, damn it. You ride or die.
All I know is 7 days from now I'll be driving to Philly for the first home playoff game this year. So.
Oh, you are? You are going? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be driving at this time next week. I just hope the game's Sunday. They haven't announced it, and I took Saturday, Sunday, Monday off.
You'll be on the 50-yard line, right?
Yeah, I wish. No, the ticket prices start at like $700-800. So and that's for the nosebleeds. So I'm gonna wait till the last minute to buy a ticket. Hopefully, I could get one cheaper.
Oh,
than that.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Sometimes
they go down right before kickoff.
Yeah.
Okay, before we get to that one, Coffee says Giants and Chiefs in the final. Anthony says, you really think Eagles can beat the 49ers?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I think the 49ers are a great team, but I think that their rookie quarterback, I think it's Brock Purdy, I think he's going to just stumble somewhere. He's been great, but, I mean, I just think he's going to stumble. Yeah.
And he is unbeaten still.
Yep.
Oh, he is, huh? Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, there's a guy I follow on Instagram, but he does memes, and it's NFL memes, and he makes fun of the fantasy football. And when someone was supposed to do really well and they only had like 3 points or whatever, so he does a meme where he plays all the different players, and he does one with the quarterbacks. and he likes making fun of Purdy, but at the same time giving him his props because they put him like a big cowboy hat, and it's the quarterback that goes undefeated gets to wear the hat. So he's been prancing around and acting as Purdy wearing the hat, and it's like Aaron Rodgers and Brady are just talking shit about him. Pretty funny stuff.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Appreciate that. So yeah, there you go, Anthony. I'm not going to comment because I'm not that smart. I just look at the numbers and say, that one.
You do now. You just wait for Tony to give us pick, and then you decide. Before it used to be Gridiron Girl, and then
I got an
it
itch.
Tony.
Okay, what was that? That I just wait for Tony? No. And if anyone was listening this week, there were several times when I said, it's about time Tony and I are on the same page.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't pick the same.
Exactly. No. Exactly. Because last year you used to wait to get Gridiron Girl's pick and then go with it.
Oh, here we go.
I do want to piss
Here
him off.
we
I do
go.
want to piss him off.
Thank you, Gridiron Girl, for showing up. I'm glad that you are here.
Are you
Big
driving
Dog,
anywhere?
who?
Gridiron
Oh,
Girl.
she's probably there already.
Big
Hey,
Dog probably?
Gridiron Girl, how many have you had this morning? Drinks. How many have you had?
Yeah, be careful when you go like this. How many
many drinks have you had, Gridiron Girl? She loves to imbibe the spirit. I believe she's over at Lake Havasu. That's why I said what I did. Let it go.
Boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Tony, don't be shocked.
That statement.
Don't play all of a sudden like, oh my God. See, she's after you, Big Dog, on that one.
No, because she knows it's funny.
Oh, really? The little Spocky one where it's like, yeah.
That's because it almost got her in the eye. That's why. So she's making that, Tony wants to laugh. Look at him. Look at him.
I heard the little squeal. I did. And dude, you just laugh, buddy. Just laugh. But what a job of keeping it in, man. See, for me, it's just I've known Gridiron Girl for a long. Oh my God, you are! Holy!
Oh,
okay,
that was rough. Oh, that was rough.
See, I'm telling you.
Gridiron Girl, where are you this weekend? Are you in Lake Havasu? I know you like to head out there, so I was just curious. So.
Yeah, she's usually in Lake Havasu, or she usually goes up to the mountains, right? Like Lake Arrowhead or something.
I don't know, Stalker. Where does she go?
Well, I don't know. I go by what you tell me.
Oh yeah. He's okay. I don't spend a lot of time, doing that stuff. All right, folks. So I know we got our picks in. A lot of fun this time being able to get it in there, and we're now in our second season, which is good stuff.
I do have a question for you guys, for both of you. I'm trying to let me see real quick. Because my question was going to be, do you feel anybody got into the playoffs that shouldn't have, and who was left out of the playoffs?
The Buccaneers should not be in the playoffs.
But then who do you replace them with?
The Lions.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't take someone out, but you got to have the replacement for them too.
Lions are a better team, I think.
Non sequitur.
I'll agree with that. Lions.
Go to line 10 home. Oh, she's at home. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. She's in Charter Oak. Yes. Yes. I zoom by that neighborhood. It's very exclusive. Yes.
And what do you guys feel about
the Vikings? They suck. They should have made it. How awful the NFC is.
Yeah. What did you guys think about the Rams? And what do you think?
We know what you meant. Yeah. Sorry, Big Dog.
What do you think about their head coach, who now they're saying is on thin ice?
Well,
after being the Wonderkin last year, now
Big Dog, I think the news broke just before we went live.
Oh, okay.
There is a story of it that looks like Sean McVay will remain with them. But what was your whole thing about?
I mean, I was just shocked at how. I mean, I know they had, countless injuries, and that affected them immensely. But I mean, they looked horrible pretty much all year long, even when they had their guys. I mean, they had the Super Bowl hangover to the nth level, and it showed. I was just shocked, and I think it was Tony or maybe it was Engineer talking about how they're the worst. They have the worst record ever of a Super Bowl winner the following year.
Actually, I think it was both.
Mhm.
I think both Tony and Engineer over the last few weeks commented about that. And I
what do you guys
repeated it
feel? I
last
mean, what do
week.
you guys feel was contributing factor? Just the injuries itself, or just what?
I don't know.
Tony?
Stafford was off all year, right, when he was in there, so he wasn't playing
Yeah.
well. So, but they did have a ton of injuries.
It did. It sucked. And it was frustrating because they beat a good team here and there, and they looked good. People were saying, oh, it looks like the Rams are going to turn it around. They never did turn it around. There was no consistency, and it was almost like, this is an old joke now, but it was like dial a player, where it was they had so many guys on this team that were out. There was no consistency whatsoever. And that's not a managerial thing. It's they didn't have the players there that were able to play on a regular basis together. There was talent there, but it's just when your main guys are out, it sucks. It sucks. I'm surprised now, thinking about it, that they won 5 games. But, yeah. Sean McVay, we forgot, was the youngest head coach ever. And he's only 37 recently. And he's a millennial. And people are treating him like a millennial. All of a sudden, it got tough. And, I don't think he wants to reinvest and do a rebuild. It's not a rebuild, you dumbasses. They got hurt.
It's a get healthy.
Yeah. So they were stating that they think he may be done. He may be out. He has a contract. So the only thing is that he would leave early. He's 37. How? Come on.
Well, they were talking. There was a lot of talk about him being a commentator. That he had a lot of commentating offers. Excuse me, and they were wondering if he would take it. Him being in LA, he's already in a good spot, and then the fact that it'd be so much less stress being a commentator.
Okay, I read that too, Big Dog, and it goes back to a comment that McVay said that he eventually saw himself wanting to do commentating.
I remember
stuff.
that. Yeah.
There, to our knowledge, there have been no official offers. This is another of the commentators of the world wanting to get an opinion in there. There never really was an offer by anyone. He's under contract. So when people are saying, well, he's going to leave, and there have been some offers, who and where? He has a contract. And if the teams that are going, or the media outlets that are going to offer him, hey, wink, wink, we've got an offer for you, that's tampering on the league broadcast level. You can't do that stuff. So the NFL would be very unhappy if you're trying to take talent away from the league while they're under contract. So Scorekeeper calls bullshit on the alleged offers because that would risk them losing the football contract. So anyway, and this is not you, Big Dog. This is the blogosphere that I'm answering. There were no offers. So nice try. It was all speculation. McVay, he's a millennial. That was the wild card, that he could leave. But he's 37. Dude, he loves what he does. He did say that he does think of wanting to spend time with his family. That's real. But maybe he's trying to renegotiate the contract. Is this
Could be.
Rams, dude? Eric Dickerson. Tony, do you remember that Eric Dickerson when
Of
he
course.
would? Yeah, every few years he's like, I'm just not feeling it anymore. Just not. And the Rams ponied up. I think they did it at least twice, maybe 3 times.
They did twice. I think they did twice.
Yeah, but it happened at such a time that we think he kept doing it forever. but I really believe it was only twice. But he got his money. And, about Dickerson, by the way, I loved how he took care of his line. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, when he bought them all Rolexes.
He bought them diamond rings. He bought them cars.
He bought them Rolexes when they broke the record.
Rolexes, yes.
Yeah, he bought each one of them. I think they were, at the time, he said each Rolex was like $12K, $13K, something like that for each one. And he bought one for every
At that time,
yeah,
that price was for the Rolex. There was nothing above it. In the 1980s, $12,000 for a Rolex, there was nothing better than that. Because you have levels of Rolexes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get a $12,000 Rolex right now, which is really just like it's just a simple Rolex. But anyway, we're all over the place.
All right.
All right.
So Baker Mayfield, staying or going?
Who's he with?
Right.
With the Rams.
No.
Quality backup, or do you see him being a starter somewhere else?
Going.
Right, he's going. And do you know where he's going to go?
Depends on.
Gridiron Girl says going too.
I think it's going to be a quarterback carousel because everything right now is a wait and see on. Well, once Brady is over in the playoffs, what is Brady going to do? Because there's the rumors of him going back to the Patriots. Now Derek Carr's gone. There's rumors about him going to Las Vegas. And then, of course, the other one is Rodgers. Is Aaron going to retire? Is he going to re-sign, or is he going to go free agent?
No,
I don't see him retiring
yet.
Yeah, I don't see him retiring either, but will he leave the Packers? The Packers have already stated they want to keep him. And they're going to pay him. They're going to pay him. So we'll see what that decision is. But I think everyone else is with you because, if those two leave their teams, then you can plug in Baker, you can plug in Derek, and a few others that are out there. What do you guys think?
Oh, he thinks he's staying. Baker Mayfield, right? He's going to stay with the Rams. I just don't think. Look, anything's possible. I just don't see it happening. Coffee says maybe next year Chrissy Everett can be the Rams quarterback. Oh, yeah, that's a possibility. You never know because Chris Everett was, now Chrissy will be. Going back to what's his face with Tampa Bay. What do you think, Tony? No. I don't think he's going to go back to the Patriots. If anything, maybe the Raiders. Maybe. So, but I think he's going to stay with the Buccaneers, if at all.
Well, he's a 49er fan, so I could see San Fran bringing him in. That's all they need. If San Fran had Tom Brady, I think they'd be Super Bowl favorites.
So, Garoppolo is going to be – I thought he's still their boy, even though he's hurt right now. Oh, look at that.
Exactly.
So.
I'm just like, Garoppolo's their guy only because there's really no one else out there.
Right.
Vikings will go after Brady and Rodgers. Look, Derek Carr. I don't know. Look, Derek Carr. Look, I called it. It wasn't that much of a stretch, but I did tell all of you it was over. It was done. What the big hoopla of Derek Carr was that he left the team stranded. No, he did not. There was an agreement, and it was still selfish, but he did say, look, if I'm going to sit, I have no chance of playing, then I should go home. Dude, you never know what could have happened. It was selfish by Carr. I understand he says that, I didn't want to be a distraction.
But by him leaving was the distraction. That was the story. It was going to be a story. It was going to be a story either way. Either he's benched, and he's on the bench while this rookie is playing, and almost got them that big win, or he did what he did, which was go home, which was cause a story, and everybody had to ask, what's wrong with Derek? Why is Derek leaving? Blah blah blah. I think the Raiders. I don't know if it was an agreement. I think Derek might have left first and then talked to them afterwards and said, how do we make this, positive on both sides?
Okay, that's possible because there was a statement by both.
Yeah.
It could have been an after-the-fact statement. Oh, that's funny. I was not feeling well when that happened, so I missed the timing. What do you think, Tony? Was there an after the fact? I don't think so. But it's interesting what Big Ducks. Okay.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh. But it was over, folks. And I told everyone, dude, he's gone. There still could make the playoffs. And you're going to bench this guy and then he's going to go home. But no, it's a divorce. It is over. And sure enough, it's official now. So where he's going to go, I think people are going to go after Derek Carr.
For sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him go to the Saints.
Yeah, I hear the Giants also.
Giants don't have the money. Their salary cap is strapped.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
But, everybody seems to be in agreement. All the so-called professionals seem to be in agreement that just Derek, and they just didn't give him the help that he needed. Everybody seems to be in agreement that he's a quality, elite quarterback, just in the wrong situation.
Yeah.
The conversation is also going on. We're talking about quarterbacks. Coffee said a few minutes ago, Vikings will go after Brady and Rodgers. And then he also said...
Who's Coffee going to go with if Aaron Rodgers goes to the Vikings?
Well,
he absolutely hates the Vikings, but he
said that Vikings will go after Brady and Rodgers.
But I'm saying if the Vikings get Rodgers, will then Coffee start picking the Vikings?
What did he do when Brett Favre went there?
Yeah, Coffee. There you go. Now he followed up immediately. It says it doesn't matter what Cousins does. The people of Minnesota don't like him. And then Jay says, "Oh yeah, what happens if Cousins wins a Super Bowl?" And you guys know that Jay does not have that accent. That's a scorekeeper bastardization. Jay is a soft-spoken, very well-spoken, but soft-spoken individual. He has no accent. Jay's like, "It's all right, scorekeeper. You're going down, homie." So what happens if he wins the Super Bowl? I'll tell you what happens. Forget about what you've done for me lately. Winning is everything. Oh, please retire, Mr. Rogers. That was earlier, yeah. So this is good. And Aisha, I'm sorry, I did not see that. She said Facebook did kick her out. Did we get all of her picks then?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. He does say Cousins won't get credit for the Vikings winning the Super Bowl ever. So, LOL. Yes. Wonderful conversation. I like what's going on in the chat room, folks. Good stuff. So, yeah. Good commentary.
I could see Baker going to the Raiders, too.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and get tickets because I saw the schedule for next year or this year, later on this year. The Packers are playing in Vegas. Of course, no dates are given, but that is one of the home games. So I would love to be there for that.
I think Jay likes that comment about Baker Mayfield. Interesting. Or as Jay would say.
Well, he'd fit in with Las Vegas and the personality too,
Yeah.
Yeah. I still think Baker is a decent quarterback.
Yeah,
he's decent in the right definitely. Situation. Yeah. So we talked about Derek Carr. We talked about Mayfield. Talked about what's his face from over there. Rodgers. We kind of touched on it real quick, and then I directed us back. He's not going to retire. No way.
No.
Big Dog. He's your boy, or he's on your team. What are your thoughts on that? And if you already did, I'm sorry.
I think Green Bay is going to keep him. They're going to give him the money, and maybe they give him some receivers. They'll have something decent to show next season. But I don't see him leaving. And pretty much on the exit interview, Aaron did say that he's not going to hold the team hostage. He's going to make a decision right away. So I think within 2 to 3 weeks after the Super Bowl, I think we're going to have the decision on Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God. He's not going to hold him hostage. Sorry, Tony. Wait, he's not going to hold him hostage? So does that mean he's an adult now? Or does he acknowledge that he was a dick then? I'm just curious. I'm not going to hold the team hostage. What does that mean, Mr. Aaron Rodgers? But it's okay, Aaron. You got your money. I'm just envious because you're all-star quarterback. You are far from
And he had your girl. Are they still
What?
together?
He was your girl too, dude.
No.
No, I'm talking about his fiance. Are they still fiance or?
Oh no,
Are
they
broke
broke
up?
it. When everyone, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, Tony, but when they broke up, everyone thought they broke up, and then they publicly were caught with each other like for a week or two, and then it became official, right, Tony?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's no longer with
They
Shailene.
did break up.
Okay, and that's when he started playing better.
That's true.
Well, remember, folks, we
He got away from the Hollywood.
Well, remember what Mickey told Rocky.
Oh, please remind us.
Women weaken legs.
Actually, that is very well known in the soccer world, especially in the World Cup. Oh man!
In the boxing world, also no extracurricular activity about a week before the boxing match.
Except that except what's her face,
Rhonda,
right? She says, "Oh."
Rhonda says she has to have sex like the night before or the morning of.
Well, Rhonda was like, anytime. She was funny. That was good. Jay says Baker did win a Super Bowl, almost lost. The 49ers picked up that interception. Well, it's over and done with. Rodgers to Minnesota to throw to Jefferson and Thielen. Well, he would have some receivers over there. Minnesota will
contract. Isn't he still under his contract though?
I believe he has an out though.
He has an out clause.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has the out clause.
That's what I was
what he's looking for right now from Green Bay is either a 1 year with the raise or right about the same salary, but it being a 2 or 3 year deal extension, in essence. I'd maybe give him 1 more year at the same or maybe a little bit of a raise, but other than that, no.
Big Dog and Tony, I don't. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Green Bay just missed the playoffs. I mean,
if they would have won, they would have been in. Win the game against the Lions. That was it.
Yeah. Now, and again, Aisha, thank you. Let's check this one out. So, okay, let me finish that thought. If you guys can read that comment, that way we're ready to go. What about Lamar Jackson? Very good, Jay. We'll get to that one too. The thing with Aaron Rodgers is they just missed. I don't see the bad blood that there was. And little tantrum boy is not throwing the tantrum like he did that year just because they drafted a quarterback, which was stupid, and he wasn't in on it. And you guys know what I said years ago. I said, really? Is he in on the draft? Is he there making decisions? Turns out he had nothing to do. He just got fed up. He was looking for a reason to get more money. It happens often. Quarterbacks are not part of management as much as people think. But Aaron Rodgers, to finish my thought, I think he's going to remain with them. I think he's going to see a little bit more money. Because, again, they just missed the playoffs. Yeah. Green Bay, they had the rattlesnakes this year. They got bit
a few times.
It went bad for them. I don't know if it was Aaron Rodgers' fault. And, I am not an Aaron Rodgers fan by any means. I just think that with a little bit of help from his friends, and I think management knows that, I think he's going to stay. And he's going to get more money. Tony?
I agree. No, I agree. I mean, you're looking at over $50 million a year. I don't know if another team's going to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
At his age.
Yeah. That's right. And it's only whether he's going to exercise his out or not. So take that thought back about getting more money. I don't think he's going to take the out because then you risk it. If there's no market out there for him.
Right.
Yeah. So these aren't the Minnesota Twins. I just don't think he's going to leave. And it's good that he's not going to hold them hostage. So, Aisha says, according to multiple reports, the Broncos plan to block the Falcons' request to interview Evero. Evero is currently a candidate for the Broncos head coaching vacancy. He's also a candidate for the Colts and Texans. So what do you guys think about this? Tony, you know more than we do.
What is his position now?
Well, I think he is with the Broncos, isn't he? Well, let's see. Let me check. That's why you've got me on that one, Aisha. Damn good question.
Yeah, I haven't. That's the
Only
first I've
only
heard.
reason why, only reason why is because the way this is worded, that they're blocking the Falcons, but yet the Colts and the Texans are able to talk to them.
Right.
You know? So why block one and not all three?
Well,
because if they're asking permission to speak to him, he's probably on the Broncos staff.
I believe he is with the Broncos.
Okay, so he's an assistant probably with the Broncos. But it says he's a candidate for the Colts in Texas, which means they would also have to ask permission, but probably haven't yet. The Falcons have asked permission, and they're going to say no.
And apparently they have said no. The Broncos have denied the Falcons' request to interview Ejiro Evero for defensive coordinator. So this is reported as of just 6 hours ago, ladies and gentlemen.
And what is his position now?
The Broncos are blocking defensive coordinator.
Okay, so he's a
Ejiro
defensive
Evero
coordinator.
from interviewing. Yeah.
Okay, so he's a defensive coordinator. Okay.
Hours after news broke that the Falcons wanted to interview Evero, the Denver Post reported the Broncos won't let him. Sorry, Big Dog.
No, I was going to say, I'm such an asshole. I was going to say, the Broncos suck so badly on defense. Let everybody interview him. Get him out of there.
Okay, I get it. That was good. Now, Evero is under contract with the Broncos for the 2023 season, which means the Broncos can block him from interviewing for any job other than head coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. It is still possible the Broncos head coach will ultimately decide now to keep Evero as defensive coordinator, which could be a raw deal for him if by that point the other defensive coordinator jobs he was considered for have been filled. But the Broncos would still have to pay him his salary if he ended up out of a job next season.
That sucks. If they block you and then the other parts get filled and they say, oh, you know what, we're not going to keep you.
Actually, let me – but no, it says they still have to pay him. Yeah.
That's an ABC Pierce Bronson type of thing.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Oh, good job, Big Dog, for remembering that.
I was so mad at that point.
A-holes. Tony, you know what we're talking about, right?
No.
Pierce Brosnan was in an awesome program.
Yeah, he was up for
James Bond
to be the new James Bond, and everything was all set, ready to go. But he was doing was it Remington Steele?
Remington Steele, yes.
Remington Steele TV show on ABC, and so they had to ask permission for him to do the movie. And ABC said, no, you don't have permission. We need him. He's our star, blah, blah, blah. So, of course, they cast.
They went about 8 months searching for James Bond.
Finally found a James Bond. And then about 2 weeks later, they canceled the show.
Bastards.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bastards. So that's why when Big Dog brought up, like, oh, very good, Big Dog.
So, of course, Pierce Bronson did become did become James Bond.
Right.
But that was like 4 movies later.
Wow.
He was already past the prime. And that's why he only did, what, two?
Actually, Big Dog, no, I want to beg to differ. It was Anthony Dalton that was chosen, and it was only 2 movies. It just, was so bad, it felt like 4 movies.
How many Pierce, I was saying how many Pierce did Pierce Bronson do?
He did 4, yeah.
But it was already past everybody wanted everything to be perfect at that time to be the next James Bond.
Dude, when he was doing Remington Steele, people were like saying, dude, this guy would be an awesome James Bond. And the opportunity arose, and they went with Timothy Dalton. And just like what Big Dog said, they just did him wrong. It was like within a few weeks of being named the new guy, Remington Steele was canceled. Yeah. Bastards! So in this case, if he doesn't get the job, they would still have to pay him, though. So
that's one thing,
That's okay.
But still, it would still suck, so because I'm pretty sure he wants to work. I mean, he's going to be great taking the salary, but I'm sure he wants to be on the sidelines,
Yeah, and I did want to say, if you guys think about it in the real world, I know with my current employer that if I want to do a lateral move, which is kind of what we're talking about here, defensive coordinator to defensive coordinator is a lateral. They can block and they can delay, and you are not paid if you want to go to an interview for a lateral position. But if it's a promotion, my employer says, yes, you can go to the interview and you can get paid for that. So I can see that, guy. There's a consistency. No one is interested for you laterally. You already got the position.
Right.
So in this case,
Yeah.
I could see that they could block. I'm not saying my employer does that, but I'm just saying I see the logic there. But if it's, if it's a higher position and more money, more power to you, dude.
Yep.
Move up.
Yep.
No one's interested in a lateral.
Right.
But to move up, yeah. So, all right. I see that, and I like that.
My daughter's blowing up my phone. I'm going to have to get going.
Oh, understood.
Okay.
She's like,
Well,
wait,
just
Tony.
Dad.
Do you have like maybe 3 minutes?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I want to do the final totals.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so goddamn you, one game. Goddamn you, one game. Half a game.
Houston. My Houston over the Colts pick.
Okay,
right,
we
so-
all had bonehead picks, all right? We can all pick one. But thank God the Big Dog and I both changed on Baltimore. Otherwise, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was funny. Remember, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
We're like,
Yep.
Big Dog, Tony's like,
Right.
what the fuck? And Gridiron was like, go, dumbasses, go. Oh, my God. Yeah, Big Dog, sorry, go ahead. Look, folks, that's why I know it was half a game, and I'm not really claiming. I know the numbers are there, and I'm eternally grateful, but I'm not. Let me tell you, when I was losing, fuck, it was stuck in my craw. When Gridiron Girl had me by 5 effing games, I was stewing. I just didn't let it show, but I was pissed because I'm like, I can't get blown out of this. I cannot get blown out of this. So I just want to share that with you. Oh, even though I was blasé about it, guys, it got under my skin when she was up by 5 games.
Aisha's
Yeah.
leaving, guys. Bye.
Oh, no. She's talking about Tony leaving.
Oh.
Everyone is saying goodbye to Tony.
Okay. Well, then I gotta hurry then. Okay. So these were the non-regulars records. Which I forgot what his thing was. He was 1-0. Mario was 1-0. Andre was 4-1, 80%. Jermaine was 9-3, 75%. Kesso was 16-12, 57.1%. Man of Steel was 22-19, 53.7%. Monkey Man, sorry. Monkey Man was 14-14, 50.0%. Senator was 21-24, 46.7%. And Lewis, unfortunately, was 0-2, 0%. Now, 12 regulars that we had all season long. Every single one was 50% or better. Everyone. So congrats to that, because we're not professionals, guys, and yet every single one of us had a better than 50-50 average. So
Everyone.
yes.
Oh.
Going from the bottom up. Roz went week 18 when this is week 18 and then the cumulative. So Roz went 9-7, 56.3%. Roz ended up 135 and 134, 50.2%. Speedy went 10-5, 66.7%.
Wow.
He ended up 133 and 125, 51.6. Coffee, who just picks the home teams unless it's the Vikings and or the Cheeseheads, he went 144 and 125, 53.5%.
For being automatic.
Yep. Double D went 7-7, 50%. She was 89 and 73, 54.9%. Aisha went 11-5, 68.8%. She ended up 140 and 115, 54.9%.
Across the pond.
Dreem didn't have any picks last week. I guess he's still sick. He went 136 and 91, 59.9%.
Wow.
Then it was Engineer who went 12-4,
Sorry.
75%. He was 164 and 104, 61.2%.
Wow. Yeah.
Almighty went 9-7, 56.3%. He was 167 and 102, 62.1%. Then it was myself. I went 9-7, 56.3%. I was 169 and 100, 62.8%. Tony went 13 and 3.
I had to pause on that one. I had to delay that one.
Tony had the best week, 81.3%.
Wow.
Now remember, I was 169 and 100. Tony was 169 and 99.
Again, half a game, buddy. Both you and I missed a Thursday.
63.1%. Then it was
I wasn't the only one.
Gridiron Girl went 10 and 6, 62.5%. She was 170 and 99, 63.2%. Then, of course, we have our new champion, new 2022-23 main prognosticator, Scorekeeper, who went 11 and 5, 68.8%. Now, Gridiron Girl was 170 and 99. Scorekeeper was 170 and 98.
Wow.
63.4%.
So I don't feel as bad now because both Tony and I missed just one game. That was it. And it was a Thursday, buddy.
Yep.
Yes.
That's what it was.
You guys both had 268 games. Gridiron Girl, myself, and Almighty on the top tier ones all had 269. So, yeah, it was that one game.
For me in the last week on Big Dog, it had to have been that game.
Well, your one game you missed was because of your cruise, and I believe Tony was driving.
Yep, I was driving.
Yeah,
I was driving
you missed
home
your
from
Thursday game.
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And the thing was that you just missed it.
Yeah, he commented like at halftime. He's like,
Yeah.
I just got home.
I was so mad.
Dude, that might have been it, man.
Yeah.
Wow, that might have been it. Folks, this is the first time that the numbers were that close. It was amazing.
Last year you lost by 2 games.
No, I thought it was only 1.
No, I looked at it over. I thought it was 1 also, but then when I looked, you were off by 2.
Oh,
2
okay.
games. But still, it was still extremely close. And everyone else was, spread out more. But like I said.
So you audited the results? Wow.
Well, I have last year's numbers because I keep those pages also.
By the way, folks, seriously, this is no joke. And Tony, I know you got to get out of here. But folks, on behalf of everyone, Big Dog, Almighty, but Big Dog and Almighty stepped up and took over because they knew I was having a hard time to post the stuff and to keep track of everything. It is a hassle, as all of you now know because you've all been doing it. But Big Dog and Almighty stepped up hugely, and not only stepped up, made it their own. Without them, you would have been hearing me 3 years ago. I'm behind. They stepped up, and this is what did it. And it's a lot. Hey, Big Dog, it's a lot of fucking work, isn't it? It is. It's a lot of fucking work.
As the season progressed, I got my little shortcuts and stuff. Like I would add everything up.
It's still a bitch, though.
I would add everything up Sunday night, have all the percentages going. So I only had to do 1 game more, which was Monday night game. So then that was really easy. And then of course that's when I would post everything. But we all make mistakes. I mean, like last week, Scorekeeper forgot to make the post. We had to go back and I don't know if you had to re-listen to everything or
no,
you had notes
copy and paste. Copy and paste.
Oh, okay. Anyways, I know Tony has to go since his daughter's waiting for him.
Yep. And I'll end in closing. Big Dog, what really screwed you this year in football was picking the Cowboys to beat Washington.
No, what screwed me was the first...
That one game.
Well, that too. But what screwed me was the first nine or so weeks that I refused to pick the Cowboys when I knew they were going to win.
Right.
Because otherwise I would have picked up like 5 more wins at least.
Well,
yeah.
Okay,
for you, win, but I was like, I refuse.
Yes. For you, that is true. Everyone has a pick like that. Look, me, it was the Raiders, man. And so everyone has the thing. They have a loyalty. And I started picking. Yeah, you see Jay too. Yes. We have a loyalty, and it's tough to pick against our favorite team. And there were times that I did it, and then there were times that the Raiders bit me in the ass too. So
the Raiders bit a lot of us in the ass all season long.
There was a
I mean,
lot of disappointment by all of us on the Raiders this year.
There was a lot of games the Raiders should have won. On paper, on the field, everything else.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, they just lost those games.
Now, Tony, I want to give it to you. You really, you said it. You had to risk. You had to do that. And you chose some that none of us did, and you little bastard.
Yeah,
did.
Houston over the Colts.
Yeah.
Yes, you called it. And you said, no, I'm feeling an upset here. And we're all like, okay.
And by doing that, they lost their number 1 draft pick. So that's why I was real risky.
I saw that.
Yep.
So the Bears now it's all on the Bears. Who are the Bears going to pick wrong?
They'll trade out of that.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Tony, if anything, send us pics, post them on Facebook like you've
Yep.
done.
Yep.
We live through you. But go have time with your daughter. I myself, I'm gonna be doing some things after the program too. So Tony,
All right.
it's
Thanks,
a
guys.
pleasure.
Appreciate
All right,
it.
Tony, take care.
Thank you.
All right.
Drive safe.
All right, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, really good stuff. Yes, Jay, thank you. It was a lot of fun, and now we're doing the playoffs. So we're in our second season, as Big Dog likes to say. It's all good. Oh, Big Dog's pushing the buttons. See, I like that one because I think the Big Dog.
I'm trying to switch because I don't like being first.
Well, okay, I'll change that right now. But Big Dog, I don't like this, which is what everyone does. I don't like that because you have no room whatsoever. That's why I go with this one. But I will switch it, Big Dog. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Aisha says, so now I will be leaving you, Crazy Crew. So stay safe and keep safe. Ta
for now.
Oh, I should have known that one.
Oh.
This was absolutely awesome. It was fun again.
Thank you for trying to come into the show. That was
really hell yeah.
We'll figure something out.
Oh hell yeah, we will. We'll definitely figure something out. It was fun, Jay. I appreciate your comments to me on the side about this, and we've been on air for 15 years. We've been doing this for 15 years. Even our first year, we kind of started because I was receiving, if Big Dog remembers, the USA Today Sports Weekly.
Yep.
And that's how I kept track of everything. Me doing the NFL schedules, the way we do, the numbers, everything, that used to be on the USA Today page. And I used to get that magazine, which was a lot of fun. So,
you know what I miss? I miss the National.
Oh yeah,
that was a fun paper for the few years that it was out.
The National was a lot of fun. It was a daily trade, and I got a kick out of the fact that it was like 32 or 48 pages, and you turned to the back cover in the real world. Remember that? Yep. There was one page of news that was non-sports related. The National
the whole thing,
was a good magazine. I think the only thing that it had going against it was the price. It was more expensive.
Oh my God. I bought a paper about a month and a half ago, and I almost had a heart attack.
What was it, $3?
Yes, it was $3.24 for a simple paper on a Thursday, not even the Sunday paper.
Okay, wow. Okay, that's surprising.
Because what happened was, Jason, our buddy Jason, Jay, he sent me a text saying that the Times, the LA Times, put out the 75 greatest Lakers of all time, and you could either check it online. So I went online to look at it. It says available in newspaper form in today's paper. So of course I was like, shit, I got to go out and get it. It's a limited, one-time thing. So I went out and I found it. I went to 7-Eleven and I was like, oh shit, I got the last one. So I got a coffee and a muffin and got the paper, and he rang it up and it was like $12 or $11.75. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, the coffee in this it was like $8. It was like $8. I go, the coffee and the muffin's like $3. I go, $4. How much is the paper? And I looked at it, and the paper said $3.24, and I was like, "You gotta be kidding me!" But I bought it anyways.
going to get all red, but just the way Tony was laughing, I couldn't fake that reaction right now. That was too good. I just got a text message. Solomon Walters will be here after 10 a.m., so I'm looking forward to that. And I'm going to be meeting the kid for breakfast, so that'll be good. All right. A quick update on my significant other. As you know, she is now, I don't think I mentioned it this week, but she spent 32 days at Pomona Valley, which was a long time. She was moved over to a long-term care facility, and she's going to be there. Well, it's under 5 weeks now, but the stay was 6 weeks. And I had to go over for a meeting yesterday. And, oh, yeah, okay, Cynthia, she's funny. I said, funny. You know, she was messing with me right now on the appointment. You still doing taxes? Oh, yeah, after 36 years, no. Last year on a tax board, I commented that the most annoying thing is when my clients send me messages, say, are you still doing taxes? Oh, gee, after 35 years. Nah, screw it. I'll be a millennial and just throw it. Oh, my God, that triggered so many people. It triggered so many people that, did you have to say millennial? Did you have to? And it's one of the administrators said, were you trying to be sarcastic? And then I posted, I was actually just trying to make people laugh. That's all it was. The thing is, I'm being asked, are you still doing taxes? I'm like, after 35 years? Yeah, fuck it. I'll be a millennial and throw my career away and, you know, go back to Thrifties and serve ice cream, which there's nothing wrong with that, but because I've done it. I'm just, people, man, people. And it was funny. That line got over 150 comments.
Of course. People
hating each other. And most people just laughing, saying, that was funny, dude. That's all. And I posted that. They said, were you trying to, you know, start up something?
No, the intelligent one said.
I appreciate that, Big Dog. But most people just laughed. And that's what it was meant to do. You know.
What you should do, and you should save it so you can use it all the time when you post stuff like that and they get pissed off. The one where it's a meme where you're looking up like this and it says joke and the joke's flying over your head.
Oh.
I've seen that a few times. I like that one.
I have not seen that one yet. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to look for that one. But it is good. But sure enough, my client, she's all smiling and see, yeah, I made my appointment already. See you soon and all this.
Is that the one that flashes you?
No. And I need to clarify that.
Yes, because he's had
flashed.
Yes, because he has men flash him also.
Yes.
It's not a sexist thing because men have flashed him also.
I've been flashed by both. I have. And, fortunately, both individuals, if anything, thank you. The young lady who flashed me.
Both individuals had something to flash?
Both individuals were attractive. That's as far as I'm going to go. I said, thank God. It could have been me flashing someone else. And it's like, oh, that's suicidal. You don't want to do that. So, oh, what a smart ass. What a smart ass. There you go. And of course, Jay would ask that in the chat room. I appreciate that, Jay. So it's just funny, folks, the things that happen. And my clients actually listen to me too. So when I say something gets under my skin, those little bastards write it down and they wait for me, to have that moment. And then they strike, which is absolutely hilarious. So really good stuff, folks. We're having a wonderful time. Thank you, Tony, for being able to join us. Hopefully Matt can contact us before anything else. But we're in the second season now. We're in the playoffs. I think he did say something. I need
to get hold of Matt, Double D, Almighty, and Dreem.
So yeah, we have to get a hold of.
I'll reach out. In fact, I'll reach out to them while we're talking.
All right, fair enough. Again, I want to give a shout out to Gridiron Girl. Yeah, I think he is. He's really just working. Actually, he might be at his church too. Sometimes they have stuff, and it is a holiday weekend. If I remember correctly. Oh, Lewis, thank you. Just got a shout out from my brother Lewis. Lewis, we're doing the playoff picks. So if you want in, remember, we start at 7 a.m. every morning to do the picks. So my brother Lewis, if you want the picks, let me know. We only have, how was it, 6 games, Big Dog?
7.
Okay, we had 7 games. I apologize. So we have 7 games. Lewis, I'll send it to you via Facebook, and I'm going to send it to everyone via Facebook right now. But remember, folks, we are doing the Hall of Fame vote for Sports Talk with the Guys. So I'm asking for you guys to go ahead and send us your, if you did not receive the invite, let me know and I'll send it to you. And I'm asking you to send me the Excel spreadsheet back for the vote. So thank you, Lewis, for the shout out. Gridiron Girl shout out. Jay, Rosalind, Peter, Tony, Frazier, and Aisha. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you for the follow and for the like on that one. So really good stuff. All right. We're doing very, very well. And yeah, Big Dog, what do you want to go ahead and get to at this point?
I'm not sure who's in here, but I apologize for this language. Let's talk about the WWE clusterfuck that's going on right now.
Beep! I've got to wake up our sound person.
Okay. 1 second.
Oh, by the way, the NFL is reporting that Baltimore Ravens' stance on signing quarterback Lamar Jackson long-term hasn't changed. So even though despite the injury, Lamar Jackson officially is still in the plans of Baltimore. And I think we talked about that very quickly, or someone asked about that. So I just wanted to make that clear, that as far as they're concerned, yeah, it's like, hey, we know what's going on. We still want him a part of the team. So go ahead, Big Dog. Please take us down that.
So as we talked about it a little bit last week, Vince McMahon said he was coming back or wanted to come back to WWE after his sexual assault allegations and payoffs that have been well documented. And he said because WWE has their TV contracts are up this year, and later on in the year they will be negotiating new contracts with Fox and USA, whoever the owners of USA are. Those are the 2 main ones. So Vince wanted to come back, and of course he is I believe it's 61% of the shares. So he is the major shareholder, and they have to get his vote for anything happening. So he, of course, is an egomaniac. We know that. And he feels only he knows what's best for WWE, wrestling, and the fans. Only he knows what everybody wants. That is his attitude. So he gave the WWE board of directors an ultimatum saying, I'm going to come back. You will put me back in as chairman of the board, and the 2 people that left when I left, you will bring them back also. So that meant 3 people had to leave the board of directors voluntarily, supposedly. And he said if this didn't happen, he would not agree to any new TV contract. And if there was a sale pending or an offer, he would not okay the offer. Because, as I said, they need him to okay everything because he is the major shareholder. So those demands were given last week. Over last weekend, it was reported late Friday that he was indeed brought back as chairman of the board. And his daughter, Stephanie McMahon, stepped down on Monday saying, well, since Vince McMahon is back, I was only here to fill that spot. And since he's back, we're, of course, going by his leadership. I'm not really needed, so I'm going to step back and spend time with my children, blah, 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 blah. So we all know what that really meant. Anyways, there immediately was, by Tuesday, talks saying that WWE was sold to, and I want to get this correct because Scorekeeper probably knows who these people are. They are, let me get the name, the Saudi Arabia Public Investment Fund. Now, these are the same people that own the Premier League team Newcastle. Of course, Vince does have a contract. It was at the time it was a 10-year contract. I think he's got 7 years left. We all call it blood money, but he made a contract with the Saudi Arabians that he will host 2 pay-per-views in Saudi Arabia for I believe they pay him $10 million per pay-per-view to have it done. So he gets $20 million a year of money from the Saudi Arabian government for hosting the 2 events there. The post that said that the WWE was sold was taken down about 2 hours later. From WWE and everyone else in the wrestling business that know, like Meltzer and a couple of other guys, they're all saying that there is a sale pending, and it most likely will be to that Saudi Arabian investment fund. But there are other people looking. I was thinking the people who own Peacock, which I believe is NBC. Scorekeeper will correct me if I'm wrong on that one. I'm not sure who owns the Peacock channel, but that's where all the pay-per-views are shown, is on Peacock channel. There's a rumor, I'm not sure if Coffee was kidding or not, but Tony Khan could be interested in buying them. He has the money. So that would, definitely take out the competition, because AEW is direct competition for WWE. And he could pull what Vince did to Ted Turner, 20 some odd years ago when he bought Ted Turner's WCW. But everything's in flux. The latest that I got, and Scorekeeper is going to love this egomaniac. Vince sent inter-office memos to everyone in management saying, while I've been gone, you guys have been doing everything wrong. I'm here and I'm going to fix it all. More to come, Vince. So everybody,
the inside source did wake up.
So
no
Vince,
doubt about it.
Yeah, Vince is, like I said, he's an egomaniac, but he has the mentality thinking in wrestling of still being in the 80s, and it's not like that anymore. He, even though his on-screen persona says, "Oh, I know what's best for business," that is his actual thinking in the real world. That he knows what's best for business. He knows what the fans want. The fans don't even know what they want, because if he decides to push a wrestler, the fans will go behind it. And if he decides to bury a wrestler, the fans will go behind that also. And that's just not true anymore. Fans are going to cheer for whoever or boo for whoever they want. And it doesn't matter how hard he pushes someone, because in the past few years before he stepped down, there were a couple of wrestlers that he tried to push onto the fans, and the fans were not having any of it. And he had to, of course, change plans. But it's going to be interesting to see what's going to be happening in the WWE in the very near future with Vince back. Ratings were starting to go up, storylines were starting to get better, but now that Vince is back, of course, he has the final say.
I'm not surprised. I'm just surprised it happened this quick. And
yes,
it's interesting. Just if you could clarify what Stephanie McMahon left. Jay says he's really confused. Stephanie McMahon, the daughter, she was CEO in the absence of dad.
Co-CEO.
Co-CEO. Okay.
Yes.
So now she's gone. She got fired, right? Or did she leave?
No, she left. She made a statement on Monday saying she was okay. She had stepped away from wrestling just before Vince had all these sexual allegations on him. So she said she was going to spend time with family. There was a lot of talk saying that there was actually confrontation and friction between her and her dad, because her and her husband, Triple H, who's right now in charge of all the storylines, wanted, in essence, to take over the company. Dad's too old. He doesn't know what's good anymore. We've done it before. We know what the fans want. Let us run it, and you just go home and reap all the rewards. Of course, Vince was having nothing of that. So she stepped down then. She was CFO. No, not CFO. She was something up. She was in upper management. And so she stepped down, and about 2 weeks later, all those sexual allegations came out.
Explain it to Jay. Forgive me. Gridiron Girl is calling me right now. Forgive me.
Sure. So she stepped down. She went to do, her family mom thing. Then the sexual allegations came out with Vince. Vince was then forced to resign as CEO and chairman of the board, and they needed someone who knew the business right away. So they went to Stephanie. Stephanie decided, yes, I'll come back. I'll be CEO, co-CEO, and I'm gonna give a promotion to my husband, Triple H, and he is now in charge of all of storylines and television in essence. And things started getting a lot better. And then all this thing with Vince happened. So when Vince came back, I mean, wrestling fans like myself saw the writing on the wall that Stephanie's days were limited. So I think he probably went to her and said, I'm here, even though I'm chairman of the board, I'm still going to be in charge of everything. So you're in essence just a puppet. Do you want to stay that way, or you can gracefully, resign? So on Monday, because this happened Friday, then Saturday, Sunday, of course, no business happens. Monday morning, first thing, Stephanie, I believe it was on Twitter and also probably on the WWE.com website, made her announcement saying she was stepping down, that, she was already away from wrestling when she had to become CEO, but now that her father's back and he's in charge, is the way she put it. Now that Vince McMahon is back and in charge of everything, there's really no need for me. So I am respectfully resigning my position effective immediately. And that's what happened with Stephanie going away. So Vince is toxic. He's going to get his way no matter what. These whole things. So the CEO, I can't remember the guy's first name. I know his last name is Khan. No problem. Yeah, Vinnie Mac is. Yeah, he is terrible. He is not what wrestling needs right now. And if he does come back and is in charge of everything once again, you're going to see declining ratings and everything else, and that'll just make AEW, their competition, so much stronger. They're already beating SmackDown in the ratings when you do the weekly ratings. They still can't reach Raw's ratings because Raw has been around for so long, for 30 years, and there are millions upon millions of people that watch the show. So that one's going to be hard. But if they continue the declining ratings as when Vince was in charge late last year, that last quarter before he left, the ratings were at a decline every single week, just about. And they went a couple of months where every week the ratings were the worst rating of Raw in like 25 years. And that was every single week. So every week the rating was worse than the week before, until finally they started to bottom. They bottomed out and started to rise again. Shane is with the McMahon family as far as somewhat of an owner, but Shane really doesn't like being under the thumb of his dad, to be honest. And he's gone out and done a lot of his own stuff independently. When he left last time, when he left for like 5-6 years, he was actually very successful in Asia. He was doing something about cable, or maybe it was the cell towers and such for phones. But I know he was doing something in Asia that had to do either with cable or cell towers, and he was very successful there. So he likes being his own man. Double D, how's it going? Glad you could make it. It would be great if, as I said earlier, Tony Khan, who runs AEW. His father, of course, Shahad Khan. I'm sorry if I butcher his first name. He's of course the one that owns the Jacksonville Jaguars. He has enough money to buy WWE. Darla's here.
Yes, I just saw that. I just got off the phone with. Actually, I had 3 phone calls right now. I apologize, but one of them was Gridiron Girl, and now it's Double D. Double D, I'm going to send you the pics right now via Facebook. So forgive me on that. Sorry, Big Dog. I got 3 phone calls right now.
Jay has actually had some good questions. So he was asking about Shane McMahon, Vince's son. Where does he fit in this? And I said, honestly, Shane does not like being under Vince's thumb.
Yeah.
He likes doing his own thing. And as I was saying, I don't know if you heard me, when he was gone for about 5-7 years, he ventured into Asia, into the Asian market, and he had something to do with, I can't remember if it was cable or cell towers in certain parts of Asia, and he did very well there. Very successful businesses that he started up. I'm not sure he's still associated with them or not, but I heard they were very successful, and then he came back for a little bit, did his thing, then went away again for about a year, and then came back, and then he immediately got fired like 2 days later. I forgot, for something he said or something he did in a pay-per-view that he was supposed to be in or was going to be in or he was in. I can't remember what it was, but he was brought back just for a television personality, and then he pulled the stunt he pulled, and he got fired like 3 days later. So he's no longer technically with WWE, but I believe he still has his shares with WWE as being the son of Vince, because I know they all have shares in the company.
I appreciate that. I just also sent it to Matt Alvarez as well. I guess I'll send it to Almighty too. Oops, not Almighty. It's a different name.
And then send it to Dreem.
I sent it to Dreem. Dreem. I do it right now. Hey, Double D.
Have you talked to him? I haven't talked to him in about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Actually, it's been about 2 or 3 weeks for me. It's been a little bit. I have been feeling well, Big Dog. I've been.
No, I know, but I know since he had COVID and stuff. I know I asked him how he was doing. I think about a week and a half ago, and he said he finally tested negative twice or 3 times. So that was the last time I was in communication with him. Let me see when that was.
Right now, I am almost being tested every day for COVID because when I have to visit my significant other at the long-term center, I have to be tested every 24 hours. So sometimes I can get away with 1 day. Like I was tested 2 days ago at 7:45 p.m. and they're anal about the 24-hour thing. So I was able to go in yesterday without being tested, but today I will have to be tested again when I go see her. So
yeah, last time was in communication was January 1st.
Gridiron Girl may join us on the 28th, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
No, she's got an appointment on that day. So she may join. She did that 2 years ago when she joined us. She had an appointment that day. So we'll see. The 28th, she may. As we get closer, we'll I had to bribe her with breakfast, you know women.
You're gonna give her your breakfast burrito?
We're gonna go out for breakfast, and Big Dog, you're more than welcome to join us as well. Remember, I can have everyone here now because all of them have their own cameras and they all have their own headsets, so we can do this. I can have multiple people here.
You. I love looking into your lovely eyes.
Hola, Double D. You see what I have to deal with? Double D's like, yeah, I've already been there. I know what you have to deal with.
We've never actually worked together.
Oh, you and Double D? No, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I've been to the store she's been in only because I've been there as a merchandiser, and we were remodeling the store.
But you never even worked the same shift, right?
Well, no, yeah, we did because since she was the label person. She always worked the early shift, and we usually.
Oh, you mean
work
the
early
data
shift.
maintenance coordinator?
Yes, I couldn't remember what it was. Yeah,
The
DMC.
DMC. Run! Run, Double D. The run
So,
DMC. Ha ha.
So yeah, so we would usually when we would go in, but of course, if it was a open store, then of course we'd have to work nights. And as we were leaving, she was barely coming in
Okay, I got you.
because we'd go in at 9 or 10 o'clock at night, or till 6:30 in the morning.
Okay, folks, this program is not over, but Tony did have the best line earlier on Rosalind's intro, where she said, "House of Brand, we keep you."
Oh
regular." Yeah, literally. That was so funny. Or no, she said something else, and his line was funny. Big Dog usually has a sharper lines.
Well, I did.
But Tony's was
him
today.
turn red. Yes, I made him turn red from laughing so much because
Yeah.
Gridiron Girl was getting shot in the eye.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's just bad. So,
Well,
like I said, I do
mean.
apologize. Gridiron Girl did call me, but then I did receive 2 other calls right after that, so I'm sorry.
They were
but
advantageous to you.
Yes. Yeah,
There you go.
they're advantageous. Let's just put it this way. Starting to feel a little better now. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little better. So I'm really starting to get super busy. And let's see. This is funny because, okay, here we go. I already have 9 appointments for January. My high was 30. And I already have 13 appointments for February. And I believe last year it was, gosh, what was that?
Last year was a banner year for you.
It was a good year. The year before was a little better. But yes.
Well, I'm talking about appointment-wise.
Oh, good God, yes. I had 126
126
appointments in February last year. And March topped it for the first time ever, 148. But the one, oh my God. So think about this, folks. Think about this. 28 days in February, 126 appointments, my busiest month. March had 148, finally surpassed March. April had 99, the stuttering German. Think about that. That's 2 weeks, folks. 2 weeks, and I had 100 appointments.
Lost you on the voice.
126 in 28 days. Yeah, it was a banner year. You're right, Big Dog, yes. So, and January last year, I think, was 30, which was an all-time high. And it was 31. I'm expecting to beat that one already. So, as I say, one more is nice. Just one more. Just one more. Each month is one more. That's it. That's all I ask for. So, yeah, it was quite a bit. But last year was the first year that I had a minimum of 5 appointments every month. And Double D, bam! God, she is such a bomb, man. She is the bomb. We got him. Got him, Big Dog. So Double D is going for the 49ers. She's going for the Jaguars. Oh, okay. She's going for the Bills, the Giants, the Bengals, and she circled Aisha, which I think she meant to circle the Buccaneers. But I kid. Big Dog, if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and send that one over to you, if that's okay.
Sure. Or if you want, I can do it right now if we just switch.
Okay, yes. Double D, you are the bomb, kiddo. And you are that. It's kind of funny because I send you the messages, and all season you were like, bam, you would respond real quick. So I feel bad, Double D, that I was waking you up in the morning, because it's no accident that you weren't here. And then I would send you the pics, and you were like, boom. Like, oh, I think I woke her up. Of course, Coffee's like, send it to her at 6, dude. Send it to her at 6.
Do me a favor. Okay. What are her picks?
Okay, 49ers.
And hold on. Let me just do this real quick. And then I'll do the copy and paste, select, copy. All right. Next.
49ers. Jaguars.
All right. Next.
Bills.
Okay.
Oh, she's going for the Giants also.
Giants. Okay.
So I think that ruined the. Oh no, it was Gridiron Girl was on that side too. Bengals.
Bengals, okay.
And she went with the Buccaneers.
And the Buccaneers.
So which was a game that was all females against all males? Let me
That
see.
was. Oh, what the hell is that?
Oh, she broke it because it was the Cowboys, Gridiron Girl, Aisha, and Roz. And she chose the Buccaneers. Yeah. That's why if you see the image, it was kind of funny where I said, well, she circled Aisha, but I think she meant to circle the Buccaneers. Oh, it's funny. Thank you, Double D. You are the bomb.
And they've been posted.
So and there it is. Yes. So I apologize, Double D, if I do wake you up, but I always feel bad in the early part of the season when I was doing that. And then I'm like, oh, shit, Double D's not here. Kind of said, AM due today. Oh, yeah. All right. Double D, you did very well. She did not hear the announcement on her final. Do you have that, Big Dog? If not, I think I have it on which she went.
I can pull it up real quick.
Go ahead and pull it up, Big Dog. Oh, no, I have it right here. Oh, no, wait, that was January 8th.
Okay,
oh, yeah,
Double D went 7-7 for the week, 50%, but for the end, she ended up 89 and 73, 54.9%. And she was in 12, 11, 10. She was in 9th place of 12.
But Double D, the beauty of it is you were in there all season, and every one of the regulars had a winning record for being unprofessional, folks. Think about that, as Big Dog said earlier. That is cool.
Well, I said non-professional, not unprofessional.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you're right. So I just sent this to my brother Lewis. I'm sending him the links. Hopefully he can get back to him as well.
And Roz got to the better than 50%.
Yep.
On this final week because she came in, I think, one game
under. Yep.
Yeah, she was like 125 and 126 or something like that.
Oh, don't say that, Double D, because Coffee's going to be on my ass at 6 a.m. Call her. So, oh no, but Double D, it's. I bragged about it. That the minute I send you, you'll respond like that. That's why.
If you want next week, I'll just tap her on the shoulder at 6 to wake her up, and then we can do the show. See, she's saying please. So I'll wake her up. Please.
I respect Double D. Actually, the reason why I don't talk to the way everyone else does is because I did. Double D, I remember the day that we
look at it.
Yeah, okay. Well, my monitor just went dark. Okay, there it is.
Oh, no.
It was funny. We were visiting with them. I think we were going to go somewhere, and I told an absolutely fucking dirty joke. It was directed at her. It's from me to her. And Double D turned around and she looked at me. And she's like, if you must, continue. But it was basically, stop being an asshole. And I was like, oh, shit. I don't know if she remembers that, but she gave me such a dirty look. I mean, it was effing hilarious, but it was stupid Roger being Roger. Big Dog?
What was the joke?
I don't even remember now. I just remember, holy shit, I don't talk that way to Double D anymore. She put me in my place. That's what it was. And I respect that. I was being dumb. I was being dumb. I was being stupid. And I delivered it. I was like, that was fucking hilarious. And she just got tired of it. She was like, no.
She doesn't remember.
I do. She says me.
No. The funny thing was a couple of months ago.
Oh, God, that was hilarious.
How we got on the subject, and it was picturing Double D and a bustier all in leather, and the leather collar and the whole thing, and you just lost your shit.
Well, because I was like, no, and I was like, shit, too late. And yeah, she did. Yeah, it wasn't me. Okay, Double D, like I said, Double D, all I can say was it was bad. It was rude. It was implying something. And maybe I just caught you at the wrong moment, but you turned around and you made it very clear. Shit was not appreciated. It was not funny. Stop being a dick. So I was like, wow. So if you think about it, Double D, I have never been risque with you ever since. Think about that. Okay. Because, I'm a dumbass. But thank you, Double D. I appreciate the like. We're up to 9, folks. It's really good stuff. Whoa, my monitor is going dark again. It's gone dark like 3 times now. So, I don't know. It went dark again.
0 dark 30?
I don't know if my monitor's about to go or someone is screwing with me.
Is it one of your older monitors?
No, they're
relatively new.
Yeah. But they can go. Oh, it flashed. Oh, I just got flashed. It's back.
Maybe the cord in the back.
You know what?
Nothing else is flashing.
Actually, I am seeing a slight power fluctuation. So I think it's starting to rain. It's a ghost. Yeah, Double D. It could be. It could very well be. So sorry, folks. I've been visited. I told you the time that I had a retired minister that came over to visit me. And we were doing the interview right here. And he was to my right. And his wife was right here in front of me to my left. And she was talking to me. And he was angled towards me. So we were like this. And both of us turned around because whoever been in this office, I have the bright light over there. The shadow blocked out the light, folks. So both he and I turned around to see what it was. She didn't flinch because she didn't see it. But both he and I saw it. Something passed in front of the light. And he's like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He saw it. And he's a retired minister, folks. And we were doing a Deus Machina. I forget the name of the program. And I did get a visit during the program. And that was like 2-3 years ago. So, yeah. Yeah. Boo. Thanks. I saw that. Thanks, Double D. Boo. All right. Anyway, thank goodness it is not a hostile entity. So, yeah. All right. I did post the video, folks, the one I was talking about. I found it. Check this out, folks. I'm going to go to the video right now. And the very beginning of the video just unnerved me to no end. He's a moron. So check it out. Okay, here's the video. It's entitled MVP, The Fall of Bellinger and Yelich.
3 years ago today, I would have told you that both Christian Yelich and Cody Bellinger were destined to be in the Hall of Fame. And you probably would have agreed. But entering 2023, Bellinger was non-tendered by the Dodgers, and Yelich's contract is considered one of the worst in baseball.
Yes.
The 2019 MVP ceremony capped off historic seasons for the two rising superstars. Bellinger was just 24 years old when he won the award over 27-year-old Yelich. Not only were these guys great lefty hitters with sweet swings, but they were also marketable. You all remember the MVP commercial.
What do we find to this time? How about a game of MVP? All right, let's do it.
For a brand that gets a lot of flack for not properly promoting their superstars, MLB...
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm ending it right there, but the video is in. I posted it on our Facebook page, folks. But did you see how the idiot's trying to, make up the story and just cover it? Says, 3 years ago, I would have told you they were Hall of Famers. Why? They had a goddamn year in. They were having a good year. Just because they have 1 year, they're future Hall of Famers. This is the epitome and jackassity and inanity of these people. These are kids that probably have been beaten up at home. These are kids that got beat up in school. They're probably alone. There's only one kid in the family. And they have to spoil it. They have to make their voice be known that I know you don't. By you saying this is a future Hall of Famer, psychologically, the weakness is on your part that you have to prove yourself that you know what everyone else doesn't know. It's sad. It's pathetic. And number one, I've told Big Dog that there was a person that I thought was going to be a Hall of Famer, and he did so many things, effed it up, never became a Hall of Famer. I learned my lesson. So I never call anyone a future Hall of Famer because it's stupid. It's a waste of time. And I don't have to use those phrases to prove that I'm smarter than everyone. Go for the kill, big dog. Come on, go for the kill.
Oh no. I mean, I agree with the future Hall of Famer bullshit. I mean, there's guys that you can say. I mean, would it make a difference if they quantify it with potential Hall of Famer? Like, say you're talking about Aaron Judge.
If
you're talking about Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, if he goes to drugs or whatever.
Later, Jay.
Bye, Jay. Thanks for coming.
Smarter than the average bear. You're funny. My monitor is like starting to go off now. So the monitor might be about to go. I've had it for maybe 3 to 4 years. It might be going.
That's not long, dude.
No, it's not, because my monitor, my stuff lasts.
Check the wiring. Maybe one of your wires are loose, or maybe they're shredded or sharded.
Oh, that's funny. Did you hear that? Maybe one of your wires is loose. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I've got many loose wires. Folks, it's just when you say future Hall of Famer, you're just using the phrase, the Mariano Rivera's of the world. As I've contended, it's really, you have nothing to say. You are copying what other people say, and it's really, you have nothing to say. Yeah, bullshit. Yeah, I like it, Double D. It's just, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, the perfect example of, although he was before the millennials would say, future Hall of Famer. Perfect example of, you can call him a future Hall of Famer, but then he fucks up the second half of his career. Mr. Barry Bonds.
Yeah.
Everybody always talks about, oh, well, he was already a Hall of Famer when he was in Pittsburgh. That may be so, but he continued playing, and we all know what happened. That's why he is not in the Hall of Fame.
He hit 446 home runs. And remember, we've been doing this for long enough. There's that one female journalist that she was so funny. She started counting from 446, and she listed the number of home runs. And when the guy hit number so-and-so, it was like, no, that's not. And someone said, no, dumbass, she's counting from 446. Yeah. I was like, that was genius. That was very smart. And I forget who it was. I wish I would have saved that one. But those are smart people paying attention, at least willing to acknowledge, the reality. Because he had 446 homers when he left Pittsburgh, folks. Mm-hmm. Think about that.
Yeah, he was well on his way.
And looking back, we can have that conversation and easily say that, because it was, man. Barry Bonds, had he ended his career right then and there, even at 446 home runs, the number of stolen bases, number of RBIs, average. Remember, folks, when it comes to Barry Bonds, the only thing that he had that really was a weakness was his throwing arm. He had an average arm at best. But
everything else.
Yeah, but it was an accurate arm. He was not crazy. He hit his cutoff man. Barry Bonds was a 4.5 tool player. Yeah, he was a 4.5. He had a decent arm. Could you imagine if Barry Bonds had an above-average arm or even a cannon? Oh, my God.
If he had like crazy. A Vladimir Guerrero arm?
Yeah. Or even an Aaron Judge arm.
Yeah,
but
I think, very good. Yeah.
I think one of the better arms that we've seen in history was that dumb bastard, Andre Dawson, but Parker out in right field with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Yeah. Oh, my. Oh, man. The rest of us have to get a running start and then chuck it with our bodies so it could stay with Parker's arm for about 10 feet.
The one I remember best, I believe it was Steve Saxon hit the ball like in the right field corner, and Andre Dawson was playing right that day, and he picked it up in the corner of the stadium. I think they were in Montreal, and he nailed it. He threw it. I don't even think it bounced. I think he threw a straight throw to third.
Was it to second or to third?
Third. It was
I remember that.
I remember that, to third base, and he nailed Steve Sachs, who was an excellent runner. I mean, he had speed,
my God, Steve Sachs could fly.
and he nailed him at third base with a good couple of feet. You know, it was a close one, but the throw was there, and it was perfect.
Yeah.
And I was just like, holy shit, that guy you don't run on this guy. Who are guys right now in the outfield that you don't run on? Give me 5 guys. And either side, national or American.
I won't be able to do that right now, Big Dog. Because
Okay.
I'm at a disadvantage of that. I really don't.
Okie dokie.
I know one of them is the aforementioned Aaron Judge.
Yeah,
he has a good arm.
Very good arm. Very good arm.
Yeah, it's very good. It's not super high. He says, I have a great arm. I should have kept playing baseball. But when I got to high school, oh, damn, my monitor went again. It keeps going.
I chose golf instead. I was gonna laugh actually if you put bowling. I chose bowling instead.
I would have laughed too. Yeah, that was funny. Boo. Oh my God, that was funny. That was hilarious. All right, wow, good stuff. I appreciate that. The monitor may be going now that I think about it, so I'll have to consider getting a replacement. But all right, so you can tell that I had to move the screen, so now my line of sight is off. I'm now on the left side. You might even be able to see the monitor flash me. Oh, I'm sorry.
Move your camera.
It's on top of the monitor that's going bad. So it's all right. It keeps going on and off. Jeez. All right, I'm just going to shut it down right now because I'm jealous. I don't like to get flashed to no end. So, hey, Coffee, when are you going to move down here to L.A.? Because I know you want Double D to move up to Seattle, but that's not going to happen.
I don't see him moving to LA. He's not an LA guy.
But Double D's here.
He would get so frustrated with LA people.
He would. They might actually kill him just because.
Yeah.
It's nothing against you, Coffee. It's just people are a-holes down here. So it's good. Folks, we have a little less than 15 minutes left. We do have Ever New 1-year anniversary following us at 10:30 this afternoon. I will be meeting with Coffee. There it is.
He's getting on the plane now.
Move to LA, build a place to sleep in your garage, and I'm there. Are you telling me
it's been done before?
You'll be the 4th person to live in this garage under my time here. Oh my God. Cafe. Yeah. Well, there it is. Double D. Who knows? He might move to LA. So he's a hard worker, he works a lot of hours. He's not lazy. So that's all right. But I think your man might have something to say with that Double D. So be entertaining though, being chased by 2 or 3. I don't know how many it is with your life, or Double D. What?
Could be maybe she's into threesomes. You never know.
Okay. You know what? Look, again, do you notice though? Seriously, have you noticed that I never crossed that line even on air with Double D? Mm-hmm. Because she put me in my place. She did. I'm not. Okay, she be okay. And says I don't share. So there it is. All right, sorry folks, we're being beyond Joe now, but I will not pick a fight with Double D or use that terminology. So it's all right. In the last 10 minutes, what do you want to talk?
Oh,
I kind of thought that. Yes.
Yeah, so did I. So did I with that answer.
Yeah. You see, I was right. Hey, young man, we haven't had your picks in a while, so hopefully we'll be able to get them in there. But you see, I was defending the honor. I was making it clear. I'm sorry.
Your voice is done. Can barely hear you.
I can barely hear you too. I think we're both having issues.
No, it's you.
How about now?
Nope. Last time that worked. This time it didn't.
Okay, well, for me to restart, no. I think I'm going to call it at this point.
Yeah, it's only about 5 minutes left, so I think we're all right.
Oh, shit, that's right. 9:54. I was looking at the runtime. Okay, folks, thank you. It was a wonderful program.
Yeah.
Double D's man has scared the shit out of me because I've been talking crap. So I don't want to play anymore. So it's all good. We all right. So there you go, Coffee. There it is, man. You got competition. He kick your ass. So he's all right. Big Dog, take us away since you can't hear me.
No, you came back. Your voice is back. You hear it very loud.
Sorry.
Not very loud. I mean, it's normal. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with your wiring, your headphones, your connections. I don't know.
Well, I've mentioned that I've had some issues all morning. So
yeah, but this is an ongoing weekly thing with you, though.
No, the monitor.
Oh, yeah, I saw the monitor. Yes, I saw a flash, actually. Yep, it went back on. It was off.
Yeah, it's on right now. Oh, that's right. I just cannot see that you guys can see it. So, yeah, you see, I wasn't making up being flashed. So,
see the reflection in your glasses.
Yeah, sorry. Now it's maintaining that it's being on. So, I think it's weather related. So, there might be some dew in the line. I'll have to see. But now it's remained on for a while. So, went dark. Yep. So you guys can see that. It's funny. All right. Well, I guess we're going to call it, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday Morning Quarterbacks on Saturday. It's been a lot of fun. This is MLK weekend. I have a dream. I have a dream of going 7-0. So we'll see what happens. Big Dog. Evernew is following us at 10:30 a.m. on this network. So check it out. Do we have a Comics 101 planned anytime soon, Big Dog?
I'm working on it. We'll see.
Okay. All right.
The jury thing kind of curveball on that. So.
Oh, that's right. Jerry Duty. All right. Fair enough. All right, then, folks. Big Dog, go ahead and take us away. We are out of here.
All right, guys. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy the NFL playoffs. Enjoy your hockey. Enjoy your basketball. Enjoy whatever you want to enjoy. And, of course, if you decide to drink, don't get behind the wheel. Just be considerate of other people. Call an Uber, call a Lyft, call a friend, call somebody. Just don't get behind that wheel. So be safe. And I want to see all you guys back here next week.
All right. We'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.
Later.
Monitor one again. Okay, there we go. I wasn't able to end it.